What's going on, everybody? We are back once again for another NC Line It Up. I am your host, Coach Newman, and we have the Speed Architect and Coach B. What's up, fellas? How y'all feeling?
What's up?
What's
What's up?
going
What's up?
on?
Yeah, so we here for another beautiful one, man. I hear we got some good ones coming up that we'll be interviewing. It was a good weekend, man. How was y'all weekend, man? What y'all was up to? What y'all was doing this weekend?
Go ahead, P.
Nah, this weekend was my weekend off. We active next week. Me and Coach B know next week we start district. You know what I mean for AAU. So
Yep.
you know what time it is.
Okay.
We trying to fine tune everything and get ready for next week. So I took this weekend off and then just chilled and relaxed and enjoyed myself because y'all know what time it is, man. We it's about to get hectic. We ain't gonna have no lives when this thing get going. So
I was thinking that too. Yeah, like cause yeah, next week I'm gonna be busy. I had a couple. Well, I had some of the newer kids run this weekend because some of them hadn't some of them didn't make it to regional. So they didn't make it to state. So their last meet was regional. So kind of like use it as a tune up for districts next week. So we had a few of them run. Got a little
okay.
nice little tune up in. We was out there. We was out there with little Tim, Coach Walls out there.
What's
With
up,
his.
Where
man?
y'all
What's
was
up,
at?
Phil?
What meet was that?
I was NC runners up
Oh
there
yeah,
at
NC
Camp
Run. That
Robinson.
was a nice little meet too. I seen that. I ain't
Yeah,
looking
Yeah,
at the results yet, but I seen it was a nice competition out there.
yeah. It
yeah, I'm
was some good
straight.
competition. It was a
Pretty
little bit of
good.
a headwind for and a crosswind, but it
Yeah,
wasn't bad. It wasn't
It was
bad.
windy out there.
it's
A
always
little
a
bit.
head. It's always a headwind there.
Yeah. So we were just basically talking about the weekend. How was your weekend, Tim? What you got going
Pretty
on?
good, man. Pretty good. Had a couple PRs and couple athletes did pretty well, man. Like right now we kind of like kind of taking a like kind of took a step back, like and went up in value. So a lot of people like, oh, I didn't PR, but you gotta coming off the states and stuff like that, man. These athletes just gotta understand, like, you ain't
Yeah.
gonna PR every week. So,
Nah.
but it was pretty good, man. It was really good though. It was really good. The transition from high school to AAU.
Big man. And they don't understand, like, all four of us understand we gotta break what like I said, we gotta little look at what you done did up to this point and
Yeah,
then kind of readjust and kind of how can we still get you to peak going into July.
yeah. It's hard to
You know what
peak
I'm
three
saying?
times. Three
Like
times.
people don't understand that we really, as coaches, man, we are trying our best to find a strategy not to overtrain an athlete.
Yeah,
Give them enough quality so we can make sure that they still able to perform and keep their body at a top shape. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want them to peak early in summer track as well. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the high school coaches, you guys are two of our hosts up here, are high school coaches, so y'all know, but at the same time, man, it's a hard thing for us because we really got to look at each individual because you got to adjust to what the hospital done did to them. A lot of these athletes done ran 4 meets every week. I mean, 4 races a week. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Sometimes they got to meet on Wednesday, then they got to meet on Saturday. So it's like, we calculate race counts, man. We got to break all this stuff down and figure out, how can we progress going into
yeah,
to the end of the summer track.
yeah. And a lot of them are coming into a new system too.
Hmm.
They're coming off their high school system, so they got to get adjusted to the new system. So,
And then yeah, speaking on that, going into it, the first couple of weeks, what we doing? We breaking all the bad mechanics.
yeah, trying. Yeah.
Trying to, you know what I'm saying, fix
Yeah.
everything that they've been doing for what, about 4, 5 months now.
And them parents want a quick fix too.
Oh man.
Yeah, they wanted it,
Why would
man.
do it? Why her arms like this? Why?
Yo,
Well,
I
her arms been like that for 5 years.
yo, I had a dad call me. Was like, yo, man, I want to get my son. He's a speed trainer. I'm like, cool. He like, yeah, we coming Sunday. He got a 40 on Tuesday in Clemson. I'm like, what you what you think I could do in 2 days, bro? Like, you
Nope.
know what I'm saying? I need at least 2, 3 weeks to teach the kid the mechanics. I'm like, bro, I can't make no miracles in no 48 hours, dog. You know what I mean? These parents think we just out here just gonna whip a kid up like that. He just gonna drop 2 temps in a week. It ain't gonna happen.
Well, now because they see what you do for everybody else, so they like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
my kid could do that. If you
But
can
they
do that
don't
with that
know.
kid, then you can do it with my kid. Like, I don't know about all that. Man.
But
Calm down.
coach, you got to look at it. Sometimes that one athlete they don't see behind the scenes. We might take that progression from October.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
man, shoot, I
Agreed.
know. And
Yeah,
then
you
and
know.
then like when they come for speed sessions or training sessions, like, well, first I got to teach a kid how to run, because like
Thank you.
they don't know how to run. So like
Thank you.
they could be heel to toe, and then
Yeah.
or like they pointing their toe out and then collapsing their foot. They ain't, they not. It's a whole lot of stuff, man. Then you try to tell the parents like, nah, well, my kid an athlete. Yeah, I used to be an athlete in college or in high school. Hey, what was your time? I don't
Yeah.
remember. Oh, you are no athlete then. Okay. Oh, hold up. Hey, I did that to a couple people. Hey, what's your name again? How you spell it?
Yeah.
Let me
Spell that
you know,
again.
yeah, let me look you up on MySpace. What
Yep. Let me
hey,
see what that. Let me see. Yeah.
you from
Straight
Bowling
up.
Green, Kentucky, right? Yeah.
Straight up.
Nah, there them times ain't timing, bro. Nah, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then the kid shows what that genetic makeup is like. Yeah, you got your mom's genetics, but because you terrible.
Yeah,
So
dog.
Right.
Right.
hey, how
Yeah. I
how
was.
how straight up are y'all with y'all kid? My director, she said sometimes I'm brutally honest with them sometimes, because if they come in with two left feet, hey, I'm straight up with them like, bro, we got some work to do, man. We got a lot of work to do. She's like, you gotta dress it up a little bit. I'm like, nah, because I don't want them thinking, they faster than what they are, and then, they thinking they gonna get Dom times. I'm like, nah,
No,
Khalil
I
times,
had a.
nah, that ain't gonna work, bro.
I had to explain that to a parent one time. Like, look, we can't turn the donkey into a horse. We can, we
Coach,
look, but we can make the
Coach
donkey
Priest.
faster. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Just because your son run a minute and it's quote unquote, my kid Don run a minute as a freshman, your kid might not run no 46. You know what I'm saying? Like the odds are your kid ain't gonna run no 46. Let's
Right.
just keep
Right.
it a
Right.
fact. You
Very
know what I'm
few.
saying? Like we got to, and like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, coach. Y'all can kind of see how my facade, bro. I'm straightforward, bro. I don't beat around no
Oh yeah.
flesh. I'm
And
straightforward to the 5-year-olds to the 18. Get your knees up. Put your hips here. Put your hands up. You need to swing power. Like I'm not here to baby y'all. Y'all parents pay us and or y'all expect us to, or y'all join the team to get us to use our coaching qualities to help y'all athletes get better. I ain't got no time. We got 2 hours to train. I'm here to get the best out of y'all. I'm straightforward. Hey, bro, we gotta work on this right here.
I'm
This is
trying to
your
get.
one flaw. We fix this, we gonna go here. But until we fix this, we ain't doing no 300s, no 250s, no nothing. I'm
Yeah.
straight 30 meters. We gonna do drills the first 3 weeks until I get you to fix your arm swing and how to strike the ground first. That's the first thing. Ain't no point in me running you no 10, 6, 200s if you don't even know how to run, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the
Well,
that's the mistake that a lot of coaches do. They want to do volume first, and then they create bad mechanics, and then wonder why when you give cues, kids don't know what you're talking about because you didn't put all this volume in this kid, and you didn't work on some of the small things that need to be corrected, and so that the kid can understand your cues in
mhm.
order for the kid to move to that 200 and actually do those type of running skills all the way around the track or whatever volume that you're going to put on them.
Yeah.
But
They
I
got
Mhm.
it.
see
They
it all
got
the
it.
time, man. I see kids in the 100 using their heels, striking their heels on the ground. I see a lot of kids just kind of got their shoulders up to their neck. They ain't got no neck. It's just horrible, man. And then you hear them coaches, they sticking their chest out and they upset, and it's like, well, what you been working on?
Beating their
Oh,
chest.
nah, man, it's the kid, man. The kid don't want to. They don't want it. It's like, oh, they want it. You got to teach it.
You ain't teach it, bro. You
You gotta
gotta
teach it.
teach it.
Yeah, you can't spend time. They want to get them in. They're too busy trying to get them in shape instead of being efficient.
Hmm.
Correct.
They
Correct.
get them in shape all year round, but
Hmm.
not efficient. Got to
Yeah,
work on
I
efficiency.
had I had two of my kids. They came in. I got some more kids actually coming in this week, but I told them after this week I'm cutting it off. But long story short, I had two kids. I was like, hey, y'all got turnarounds on the grass barefoot. And so they did, you know what I'm saying? We did 2 sets of 4 200s. After the first set, they was like, hey, coach, I can't do the second set. Oh, you gonna do it. The first set was just a warm-up. We gotta work on front side mechanics.
Believe it.
We working on front side mechanics right now. They was like, but coach,
Believe it.
man, but everybody else out here, they working on. I said, how long they been here though? They're
Oh
able
yeah.
to do this type of drill and they're actually working on stuff. I said, we're just not out here just working on 60s just to run it. I said, they're working on stuff.
Hmm.
So take your butt over there on the grass. Take your socks and shoes off. Coach, man, my feet. I don't care about your feet.
Care about your feet. I said the
Going out
same thing.
there
I
and
don't
get
care if
One of
your
my
dirty.
feet
toes,
stink
my
or
toes
they
got
ugly.
hair on.
If you got ugly feet, stick them in the grass. We don't care
Yeah,
nothing
I don't
about
care
that.
about that. I don't care about none of that. You gonna rock. And that's what's
And they
gonna
don't
work.
like taking
So,
their socks out, especially them girls. They be
oh,
like, oh no.
my feet,
Yep.
my toes. Whatever. Get out of here.
Yeah,
But
man.
Hey,
yeah,
we
but
got baby. Hey, we got some hot ones tonight,
oh
baby.
yeah.
Yeah, I posted. I put the queen of NC track.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Big
excited
dog.
for
Number
this
one.
one.
Hey, number one and number two. Ain't don't get no better than that.
Let's
Hey,
get
I'm
it
excited
rolling.
for this one.
Let's get it rolling. I think they're gonna come on at the same time.
All right. Hey, I'm with it. I'm just waiting for them to pull
Hey,
up.
I wanted to ask y'all this too. Since we did the YouTube thing, y'all think we should bring our other guests on back again so we can have some
Oh,
quality on like Dom and our first guest. What's the girl name from hang on, the dog 1, 2, to 4 girl we brought on.
Serenity.
Serenity. Yeah, big dog
Who is that?
Serenity.
Harvey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
see her
what?
Yeah,
this
Oh, you
weekend.
know.
yeah, she a good kid, man.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
bring
I
her
see her
back
this
on,
weekend.
or I was thinking we could do something like bring on, because we can have 8 up here at a time. I was thinking maybe we could bring 4 big dog girls, 4 big dog boys, and have a whole group chat. You know what I mean? Do
I'm cool
something
with it.
different.
Let's do it.
Might as
Let's
well.
do it.
Oh,
We
so
can plan. We can plan it.
before they get on, I know you was talking about kids wanting to run the 46 and all that stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
not understanding how hard it is to run the 46. So
And
if you look at the history of all the 400s in North Carolina history, there's
Mm-hmm.
only 19 kids that run 46.97 or faster in the history
Okay.
of North
Yeah.
Carolina track and field.
very few.
So
I
out
said
of
it earlier.
all these thousands of kids that done ran,
Yeah.
19 of them, and then only
That dropped on the 47.
and only 17 kids done ran under 21 in the history, and then
Mm.
66 done run under 10:49 or faster.
Mm.
Wow.
66. All them kids that they parents talking about how fast you are. Hey, my kid, I got a 10-4 kid. There's only 66 kids in the
Under what?
history.
Under 1040 what?
10:49 or faster.
Okay,
There's
I'm
a
probably
lot in
no.
that
I'm not.
10-5
I'm
range.
like I'm probably 62 on there.
Yeah.
I went 46. I'm probably like number 62. They done bumped me off the top list now. These boys
Nah,
rolling now, boy.
you tied for 45.
I'll take that
You
for
tied
old
for
man. I'll
45.
take that.
But yeah,
These
man,
kids, hey,
it's
look.
not a lot of
These-
people running like super fast in the history of North Carolina. So
Nah,
like,
man.
hey, like calm down, man. Y'all
Gotta
ain't
be
that fast,
special,
man.
bro.
Yeah, man.
10-4 fast in high
10-4 is
school.
fast, man. That's
It's
fast.
rolling
I don't
now.
care. And then you gotta understand. Like kids, be like, oh yeah, like a girl, like we was on the line, and it's just funny to me because the kid gonna ask Tim Wall why he ain't run 9.9. And I'm like, are you crazy? Like, bro, the other day we was interviewing your girl. She's like, well, why you ain't run 9, coach? I'm like, y'all see Tate and them. That's rare. That's not normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are generational kids, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody ain't running on 9.9 in high school. Only one person ever done that. Maybe two. You know
Hey
what I
Tim,
mean?
you should have went to Claremont. You'd have got your 9.9.
Right.
Ah!
Man, look, brother. I should have went on down there head first.
Hey, you go to Claremont, you guaranteed 9.9. If you don't run 10.9, if you don't run 9.9 at Claremont, something wrong.
It's gonna that track gonna help you out down there, boy.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Man,
what we doing?
Kenny done dropped that 986.
Hey Tim, go ahead and text.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ken.
man.
Yeah,
James
yeah. We
Carter
can
had
talk about that.
had
Kenny's what? I ain't even see the race. I seen it in the chat after I had training today, and I saw y'all talking about it. What Kenny run?
986, man. But
You
that joker look
lying?
smooth,
Kenny went
man.
9.8.
986, but that
But
joker look smooth
Kenny,
coming down through
all
there,
right.
man.
So y'all remember it took Noah like 8-9 years to actually get the 100 down, right? You know what I mean? He been running the 200 out of high school. You know he went pro out of high school. It took him like 9 years. If Kenny mess around and get a start like Noah, or he start to get a better start, man, Kenny gonna be a 9.7 kid, bro.
Hey, it was a
I'm trying
setup.
to
You
tell
know,
you,
you know who
dog.
down there helping him?
Who that? He with Dennis.
Yeah, Christian Coleman down there helping him with that start.
Yeah. Coleman got out today. He just couldn't hold it.
Yeah,
He broke the
he
60.
said he
Where
had
he
a
break at? Where he break at 60 or 70?
he said he broke at 150. I ain't see that race.
He ran the 2?
Yeah, he ran a 20.66, wasn't it? 2065 or 2066, something like that.
Ugh.
Mm.
They was asking about it. He was like, well, yeah, I ran a good
What lane he
150.
at?
I don't know. I didn't see the race. I just saw
Okay.
I saw the interview afterwards. I saw him talking about it, and then I had to go find a time somewhere else.
Okay.
They was talking about how well he was talking about. Well, when the guy was interviewing, he's man, I ran a good 150, and then just kind of fell apart after that. But it's like, but you in the training group with ain't he in there with Kingsley and
Yeah,
Kenny and
Kinsley,
all them?
him,
Yeah,
Courtney Lindsay in that group.
Yeah,
They got a
He
nice
got to,
group.
he got to adjust to the system because I mean,
yeah,
It's gonna take some time.
it's
It's gonna
working
take
because
some
for
they've been
time.
in
Melissa Jefferson and Kenny.
yeah because
It's
they've
working
been
for
in it for
them.
a while.
So you
And
know,
a
and
lot, a lot of them.
TT look
Yep.
good.
yeah,
TT look good. You know what I mean? So they got some
Yeah,
he
the
got to
pieces.
athletes
adjust, man.
in that camp
Like I
are
said,
like a lot of athletes in that camp. They got a lot of top end speed. Like, and I'm not saying that Christian Coleman doesn't, but it's like there are certain things that Christian has been used to. Like Tim been saying, Tim has been like Tim Hall has been doing a great job with Christian when it comes to the details. I don't think really Dennis works on the details with Christian like he's been used to.
yeah,
So I just think that
We
like
don't
him
know
going
though.
down
We don't know. Dennis might be
there.
doing that. He just might be just adjusting bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean? 'Cause
yeah.
I
But
know
it takes
Green
yeah,
Machine is very detailed. You know what I mean? Like I said, I
yeah,
think it
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
we don't know what that man got going on in his life. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, yeah,
just from the outside looking in, we know he ain't running to his full potential. You feel
yeah,
me? 'Cause
Right.
how old is he? See, how old is he?
29.
Oh yeah, he still got time. He got a good 3 years in him.
yeah.
All right. So we got some
I'm
smoke in
waiting
the
on him to
back
come
chat.
in. I just told him to
We
come
got
in.
some smoke in the back chat. It is fire hot. I'm feeling the heat. I'm sorry. Without further ado, let me bring the queens in. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, dang. Let me go ahead and hurry up and make this happen.
Hey,
Hi.
Happen.
what's
You know what I'm
happening?
saying? Let me go ahead
Bringing
and
both of
put
them on.
these.
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
How
it's
y'all
hot
doing?
tonight. It's hot
Good.
tonight.
How are you?
There's some heat out here.
I
Hold
need
on,
an
What's
one
the
more,
autograph.
deal?
There she go. Put the heat on.
When I see y'all, I need an autograph before y'all
Smoke
go
in
to
the
college. Y'all,
city.
hey, look, I'm gonna say this off the rip. Before y'all get too big time, can Coach P get an autograph before y'all go big time on me? You know what I'm saying? So y'all, before
Of
y'all forget
course.
us little people down here, when y'all leave North Carolina and go do all big things in this world, I need an autograph.
Of course.
Signed Spike or something. How you ladies doing today?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
Coach Newman, you not gonna do the introduction?
Man, hey, this Coach Hall right here, this all his day right here. Come on, man.
Who's who?
Tim, go ahead and introduce.
Look, man. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start, man.
Let's
Shaq,
go.
go
Let's go.
ahead, man.
Let's go from number 2 to number 1.
Look, we got the. I don't. Man, this girl got so much stuff going on. So many awards. I don't even remember. I mean, the last 3 years, you talking about conference MVP. You talking about, oh man, state. I mean, I don't know where to start, bro. Go ahead, Shaitan, man. I ain't good at
That's your athlete. You got to go ahead and introduce him.
that. I'm not good at
I don't know all my accolades. You got to give it to her.
that.
I know she the dog. I know she the best. I know she. Trust me. I know when she line it up with anybody, she bring her A game, and I do know she put pressure on everybody that she running against. I do know she's one of the best ever out of North
One of the
Carolina.
best, one of
Um,
the best ever to do it,
coming
man. One of the
straight
best
straight out of
athlete.
Charlotte, South Carolina commit. She can run the one. She's a state champion in the one, state champion in the two, and state champion in the 400. There ain't no range that she really can't do. 11-4 PR in the 100. Um, what we go indoor in the three?
23-3 indoors, 23-3 outdoors this year.
23-3 outdoors slide
Yeah,
now. You understand me? Like,
yeah.
come on,
Four
man.
by
This is
1 this year.
yeah, 4x1 state champion,
In
man.
indoor state champ. Nike All American in the 200. What you get
Hmm.
fourth? What you get fourth, Maya?
Yeah,
You got
Adidas
fourth,
indoor
Yes.
fourth,
Yes.
fourth in Nike. Okay,
Yes.
Adidas 200-meter national champion as a junior. You know what I mean? What ain't she done, man? You pick a
yeah,
meet. She done ran through him, man. Without
yeah.
further ado, let me get a clapping, screaming ovation for the queen of one of the queens of North Carolina sprinting, man, Maya Love, man. Woo!
Thank you.
So we're gonna start with mine.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's go. Go ahead, Coach Newman. What you got for? What's your first question?
Hold on, let me unmute real quick. Miss Maya, Miss Maya, Miss Maya, Miss Maya, how are you doing? My first question for you is, how did you meet this big-headed guy named Coach Walls, and how did you agree
Oh my God.
to train with this guy right here? Out of all the coaches you could have been with, why Coach Walls?
Um, one day my parents just told me that this coach was coming to Indy. And this is when I was playing basketball at the time. I met him at a basketball game. And then we just started working.
Yeah.
So when you first started working with him, like kind of go through like the first few weeks or the first month
What
of
grade? What grade
being
when
underneath
y'all
him.
start? When did y'all start working?
Yeah, when y'all start working.
Um, I
10th
don't
grade.
really know the exact
She was in the 10th grade.
time.
10th grade.
It was just spring. It was the spring of 10th grade when she actually came out. I got to this. I got to the school in November, but she was playing basketball, so I didn't get a chance to work with her till that March. So what was that, like 2022, maybe 2023? I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah,
All
it
right.
was right. It was immediately after her basketball season.
But he
And
was
what
just
position
working.
did you play in basketball?
I was a point guard.
Like,
Okay.
okay, I can see that.
Did you outrun the ball, or you just started learning to handle
Yes.
it?
Just running up and down
Gotcha.
the court.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All
But
right.
go ahead,
So,
Mike. I think she was trying to say something.
oh yeah, go ahead, Mike.
But when I first started working with him, it was mostly my mechanics that he was focusing on,
Okay.
trying to improve them. So that's what our first few weeks looked like, focusing on my mechanics.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. And when did it click for you to know that, like, all right, I can be? It's looking like I'm about to be a big dog. I trust Coach Walls. Like, when did it click for you? Was it a meet? Was it a practice? Like, when did you know?
When my time started dropping, because going in like my freshman year, like I was running the same times I had been running for a while, and then like
Mm,
my time just continuously dropped after that.
Gotcha.
Started working
Good.
with walls.
Okay. All right. So, what's your favorite event?
The 200.
The two?
Mm,
I was gonna say the one.
you know
I
what,
thought you
Mike?
like that 400. I know Walls and tried to put you in that 400 a couple of times. You didn't turn your nose up at him.
And she bailed
No.
out this year. Hey,
Yeah.
look,
Hey,
I
look, she
gave her a
got that
little
state
power.
title
Hey, look,
last year. She
I
got
gave
that
her a
state
little
title
power.
last year.
I gave her a little power this year. I asked her, what you want to do? I said, you want to shoot for all three? And I think it was more so want to, win the relay with her friends, with her teammates, go out like that. But she was like, oh, the one and the two. I was like, all right. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
saw a
already checked that
regional.
off.
I saw a reason you try to put in that 4x4. She cut you that look like, man, we gonna fight after this, boy. We fighting after this.
Hey, hey,
yeah,
hey,
man.
hey. Best believe
Hey,
Hall gonna put her on there.
that's what I try to tell her. That's what I try to
Best
tell her,
believe.
boy.
Coach
Look,
Hall
he's a
gonna Coach
four by
Hall
four
gonna
king.
he love that quarter boy.
You know, if you put Jocelyn on there, you going on there.
Yep.
So what y'all doing for? I know y'all. I know it's part of your training program. Do you feel like the four has helped her become a better 1 and 2 person, or what? I know you put a lot of your sprinters in there, so I seen all of them run. You feel like it helped her out and the rest of them?
Yeah, it definitely does. Just I mean, you know, from a mental, just the mental of it, I think helps more than anything. Because I mean, one race at a track meet, that ain't gonna really, you know what I mean? But I do it for more mental, for the mental aspect. I just love for them to get comfortable running the 400. I just believe if you get comfortable running the four and you get up with a feel of running the four, I mean, the confidence just shoots through the roof, man. And that's just what I believe. More mental than physical.
I got you.
Because she does the split twos and she does split fours in practice. We do, some good volume. We do everything we need to do. It's just that it ain't nothing like running a 4x4 and a 400 in the meet. You can't substitute it. It's just different. It's just different running it out of me. So for me, it's just more mental. It's more mental.
Dana had a 400 yesterday too,
Woo,
didn't
hey
he?
boy, but Dana about to
Yeah,
cuss everybody.
Dana was on that
Dana about to
400
cuss everybody
yesterday.
out last night.
Hey, hold on, man. Hold on. We might look. I was just thinking about something, guys. I was just thinking about something. We're gonna have to do. Let's do it back and forth because it's
Okay,
easier to have both the queens up here talking instead of doing one at a time and just
let's
have
do
that
it.
way.
I
All
just do it.
right. So we just introduced the number 2 NC number 2, one of the best in the nation, Maya Love, out of Charlotte, North Carolina, going to South Carolina. South Carolina commit. We are going to bring on the number 1 sprinter in North Carolina, also the number 1 sprinter in the country. Is that right, Dana?
Yes.
Currently U.S. number 1 in the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. She is a Tennessee commit. She is a multiple national champion, national Nike elite athlete. Like I said, she will be going to the University of Tennessee. She has ran 11:02 in the 100-meter dash and
Mm.
22:2. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah.
22-2 in the 200, and I seen you drop that 45-8 yesterday and that 400 yesterday. So
Hmm.
congratulations on that, guys. We want to welcome the queen, one of the top queens of all times. Like I said, have stamped herself in the history books. I was arguing with Texas, they whole state last week about you and Shanti. One of the best of all times nationally and in North Carolina, man. The queen, North Dana Wilson, y'all. Y'all give it up for
Yeah.
her.
I gotta get a
All right.
soundboard so I can start.
All
I'm gonna get
right.
Yeah,
legit. I
put them
promise.
sound effects in there, man. We need some sound effects, bro.
Yeah, man.
How did it feel? How did you? What was going through your mind when you saw that 11:05 on the screen when you crossed the finish line?
Um, I was probably a little disappointed because
What?
Yeah.
yeah, because I opened up with 11:02. Well, but yeah, yeah.
Disappointment.
I just want to go sub 11 pretty bad.
Did I hear that right? Did she say she was disappointed with 11:05?
Disappointed.
Disappointed.
Oh my god.
Disappointed.
Pedestrian
Oh my
numbers.
god. Oh my god.
You want it? Yeah.
Yeah, I understand you're a different breed. And so Maya, when you PR this year and you finally hit that 11:4, knowing that you was trying to break that 11:5, like how what was the feeling that you got?
I was really happy.
Yeah,
Mm.
good.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You ain't done yet. We know you ain't done yet.
Now I got a what the H question, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna say what in the hell. Okay. Now Dana, I'm gonna ask you a question. Um, I just looked on your stats, and it said something about shot put. Can you elaborate on that? How in the hell
Uh,
you was doing that shot put?
yeah. My coach puts me in shot put for like a bunch of the home meets, so I don't actually have to run, but like I get the number of meets in before conference.
Okay,
That makes sense.
okay. Because I was
Oh.
about to say.
That
Now,
makes
So
sense.
you have to do a certain amount of meets?
Yeah, I believe before conference, and
Oh wow.
I go to a private school, so things are a little bit different.
A
But
little different.
hmm
gotcha.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So
Um, go
go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead, coach.
I just want to elaborate on what was your training like this year? I know we worked last year a lot on your start last year. And I could tell like it's got much more efficient. Just kind of elaborate on how your training went, in your, just kind of like from fall to now, like how did it go? What was it like? The approach for this year.
yeah, I think this year we were trying to focus more on my speed endurance.
Yeah.
Just kind of ending last season with 23:11. I feel like I should have been able to go faster, and I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't. So that was kind of something we were trying to work on for the fall,
Yeah.
and just building my base, and then continuing with that into the spring season.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, just doing a little bit more volume running, but still keeping everything fast.
Yeah. Yeah, because and also like with that, James is smarter for that because you don't want it to be a shock when you get to college because
Mhm.
when you get in that fall training in college, it'll be that volume will kind of go up a little bit, and you don't want to be a shock. So I think that was good that he kind of put that on you a little earlier for your body can get used to it.
Yeah.
So you just don't go to school like, oh
Yeah,
Lord,
Coach
I
Ross
want to
got
come, I
a
want to come home.
Coach Ross got a tough fall program. So you know what I
Yeah,
mean. But yeah, that'll definitely get her ready for that for real.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hall too.
So this question is for both of y'all. Like, how much time? So when y'all season ends, how much time do y'all take off from when the season ends to when y'all kind of start that fall conditioning? Like, Tim, you ain't got to give up all your secrets now. We round the
Nah,
back
no, go ahead,
estimate
go ahead.
for both of
You
them.
can go, Maya.
I mean, I ran AAU, so it wasn't that much time. Probably a few weeks.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say I get like 2 weeks.
yeah.
okay. Yeah, cause and you did Nike last year, right, Dana, or no?
Yeah, I think that's
Uh,
Dana's a Nike athlete. I think.
Okay.
last year I did Adidas outdoor, just the 200.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Are you doing Nike this year?
I am. Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you line it up with some other people that I've been betting on
So
before. So
so
I'm
are both
happy
of y'all
about that.
is Maya doing Nike too?
Nike, man, I was about to ask, now, Maya, what you do? What
No,
y'all playing is?
No.
I'm going to Adidas.
Adidas. Okay,
Local.
good, good. So that
So
Mom says
means
she's gonna stay home and save some money, baby.
ain't
yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
So that mean TMZ gonna be there too, huh?
Boy, we gonna be in the building, peaking black all the way.
Let me write this down. All
Yeah.
right. We're gonna write
So
this
Yeah.
down.
so Dana, so since you're doing Nike, which is in Oregon, are you guys were you guys training to be on the U20 team? Was that the end goal for the entire training program, or is it kind of like if you get there then you'll continue that model, or what does that look like for y'all?
Um.
Are you not at liberty to
Uh.
discuss?
I mean, I am running in U20s. I'm signed up for both right now.
You
So
gonna make that team. She gonna make that team.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where is U20 Worlds at this year?
It's the
Oregon.
Pan Am. It's Pan Am this year.
Oh, Pan Am.
mhm.
Yeah, Pan Am U20.
And is it still gonna be in Oregon too, or no?
I'm not sure. You know, Danny, when they gonna have it at the Worlds at? I mean, not
uh,
Worlds. It's actually only the
The Pan
Americans.
Am.
The Americans. Yeah, the Pan Am.
Okay.
Yeah.
my dad's coming.
Okay. Is
Wait,
it in?
wait, what
Is it
what's
in?
what's
Yeah,
where
hey,
you
too
at?
many
I want to
personal
know. I don't
questions
know if
out
it's
here,
in. I
man.
don't know if it's in. I don't know if it's
Where
in
you
North
at?
America or South
He's right
America. I know
here.
it's in
Yeah,
one of them.
tell me get on real quick.
What's going on,
What's
Pop?
up, baby?
How you
What's going
What's
doing?
on?
going on? How you doing?
Yeah. Well, yeah, where's the what's so what is U20s? What is it? Kind of elaborate on that. Like, what does it look like this year?
Um, this year it is in, oh gosh, is it Paraguay?
Hmm.
It's in Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Um, but of course, we're dealing some uncertain times when it comes to sending U20 teams out of the country.
Mm,
So we're
mm,
kind of waiting to see what that's going to look like, what USATF is going to do this year. Because last year we were prepared to go to U20s and try, but then as soon as they announced that they weren't sending anybody, we kind of canceled plans.
Okay.
And as there was like a little bit of an uproar, and then I guess a week or two later, they decided that they were going to send a team. By that time, plans are canceled. It's hard to
yeah,
get stuff in
Yeah.
Eugene at that time to get all the money ready to
yeah,
to make those plans. So that kind of tanked us. And no, we were happy that we did go to Adidas. Adidas was good for Dana.
yeah.
But this year, the plan was because Dana went to U20's sophomore year,
Mm.
and it was a tough meet.
I'm gonna
And
get that lick back, baby.
yeah, and the plan was always to do U20s this year. So everything that we did was counting back from U20s. All the James structured all the training, counting back for U20s, race count, and
Yeah, yeah,
really like as she said, getting her speed and endurance up so she could run the two a lot better and also be more confident in the one.
yeah.
That's kind of what the plan was going into the season.
Yeah, it worked. It definitely
I
worked, and
got
I just knew like. Go ahead.
I got a question for Dana.
All right.
Dana, we all know what the national record is and who has the national record. Is that in your goals
For the two?
for the one?
Oh, oh. Um,
How honest do you think you can get to breaking Shanti Jackson's record?
I think I might have a shot if everything just I'm able to really execute every part of the race, which I feel like I've kind of struggled with.
Hmm.
So
You think if you
if
put it together, you think you can have one of them days? You think you can drop a 1088 or faster?
possibly, I don't know. I would love that. That would be really exciting.
Good,
But
good,
we'll see.
gotcha. And Dana, my question for you is, Maya, my question for you is the goal for this summer based off since you said your favorite event was the 200? Are we doing our best to get in that 22.9 range, which is the stupid, crazy, elite United States fastest sprinters of all time when you can
Yeah,
go
that
like
was
a
gonna be my
23?
question.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I know we trying to go for that 22.9 to put you in that top 7 or 8 in the country range, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So that's your main focus for the whole summer. You want to break that out of every event. You want to roll on the 23.
Yes.
Yeah, we honestly think you can do it too. We honestly think you can do it.
So
All
so
right.
what would happen if y'all don't hit those PRs? How is that gonna frame how you kind of attack the rest of the summer or how you go into the fall if you don't hit that? Will y'all be super disappointed and it is gonna make you a little bit more aggressive in the fall? You just gonna kind of erase that and just be like, all right, new slate. We just got to hit what coach asked us to hit this week. In the fall.
I would
Yeah, I
probably
feel like,
be. Oh.
no, go ahead, Maya.
I would probably be pretty disappointed because since I ran 23.3 indoors, I was hoping to run it outdoor before states. But then at states, we had like a 4 point something headwind.
Yeah,
So
that weather was
Yeah.
interesting
I was
before.
trying to go for it there, but it didn't happen. So I'll probably be pretty disappointed because I know I can run it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen some of them. I seen some of them leadoff plays, especially indoor, man.
Yeah.
I saw one of y'all 4x2s, and man, she got out on that first leg, especially at JDL. I was like, man, she running them down like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
hey.
And that was part of my plan with her running that first leg. I ran her first leg like that a lot on that curve so she could work on her setup. Because if Maya set it up, if she sets it up like I know she can, she can go 22.
Oh
Mm,
yeah,
I
oh
So
yeah.
believe that.
so so I did that's what I did. I said I'm gonna run her first leg on, you know, I think it was the best choice for my relay also, but also getting her ready just for that setup in that too. And
Gotcha.
I think she can do it. We plan on doing that at Adidas. We plan on, running that time. But I just want to just execute, and the time will come. If she execute, the time will come. So I want my thing was just focus on the execution and not so much the time. If you execute, and,
The time,
and do
yep.
what you need to do, and yeah, it'll come.
Yeah.
Yep,
A
that's
lot
my
of people focus
philosophy.
too much on trying to hit a certain time every meet,
Yeah,
and every time you focus on that time, you never get the
Yeah,
time.
Never
But
get it.
if you
yeah,
focus on the execution, then the
yeah,
times always show up.
that's
So
that's what I tell all my athletes, and I tell all track athletes, man. Our sport is based off of execution. Anything
Yep.
like we said last week, anything outside of a regional, a state meet, or a national meet, or a qualifying meet to get to a next round or something is just development. And all you got to do is get out there and work on the things you need to work on. Your transition, whatever it is, your start, your deceleration at the end, whatever it is that you're trying to fix. Fix whatever you got to fix. When you get to the championship meet, you put it all together.
yeah.
yeah,
I got a question for both you ladies.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Dana didn't answer the question about if she don't hit her time. So say you don't run that 21.9 in the 200 and that 10.8. How is that gonna shape how you attack the rest of the season or the
Um,
like going into the fall?
I feel like I'd probably be a little disappointed, but the season will be over, so you can't really go back in time. So just kind of taking a break, let my body have its break, and then just focusing on the fall and what's next to come, and better preparing myself to accomplish my goals next season.
Okay.
Got it. That's
Okay.
awesome.
All right, P, you got it.
All right, I got two questions. I'm gonna start with one, ladies, and then I'm gonna let another coach take the floor. My first question is always after other athletes. Is what was your the final decision that made you fall in love with the school that you picked? Because we know as coaches, we deal with all our own athletes, trying to help them and guide them into making the best decision to figure out where you guys want to be. Because this is super based off what college you go to can be the determining factor of where your career and your education goes. So what was the final thing that made you guys say, I want to go to South Carolina. I love it. This is home. And Maya, same thing with you. What made you go down there and fall in love with all that orange and every piece of inch of the city down there? All right, Maya, you go first.
You said me? It
Yeah,
lagged
Maya,
out.
you go first.
Um, all my visits were great. Like I had a lot of fun on all of them. But just at South Carolina, I just felt like it was home. Like I just enjoyed all the people around me. And then going there knowing some people from North Carolina also put a tone it too.
Good. Felt like home.
Yes.
Because you ain't that far from, how far is South Carolina from Charlotte?
Hour.
Like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, so you guys right down the street. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. And Dana?
Um, in the end, I feel like I kind of just had to go with my heart, and Tennessee was always kind of in my mind, and I just knew I was really comfortable there. I kind of felt it felt kind of like home, so I had to revisit after all my visits were done just to kind of make sure that's what I wanted, and it all felt right. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you guys are going to two powerhouse programs, man, with some awesome, great, amazing coaches that have produced some of the world's best. So you guys have a great made two great choices with going to South Carolina and Tennessee.
Oh yeah, we
Um,
might see a couple head to heads down there too, ain't it?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The SEC.
Yeah, the SEC. Hey, look, and we all know everybody on this podcast know that the SEC men's and women probably next year is going to be probably the fastest years that we've seen in a long time on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fast kids going into the SEC next year, and we got a lot of fast kids in the SEC this year. So you guys are going to one of the, like we said, we call that the baby Olympic development conference. So good luck to you ladies down there. We know y'all gonna be doing great things, and we definitely gonna be supporting y'all. My next question is, if we since we have the number one sprinter in the nation, and the number one sprinter in North Carolina, and the number two sprinter in North Carolina, and one of the top sprinters in the country, Maya Love. If you guys could give, say, a younger female that's a freshman that's listening to the podcast, that's a freshman in high school or about to be a freshman or a sophomore, and they look up to you guys like superstars, explain to them and give them some advice on what it takes, and give them some advice for the younger athletes, so the dedication that it takes for you guys to be a super elite national sprinter. Because some people don't know the sacrifice that you guys go through. They think y'all just get out there and run 11 low, and then you just wake out of bed and it's easy. Please explain to the people what it's like to be an elite athlete and the sacrifice that you make to make these, to reach these goals.
I feel like I would tell them that practice matters, hard workouts matters, no matter like how much it hurts, like it's gonna make a big impact. Eating right matters. It
Please,
just
What?
please, please. Y'all hear
What?
that? Eating
Oh my
Preaching
right
the
God,
goods.
matters.
bro.
She dropping heat
Hey,
rocks.
say
Yeah,
say that again, man.
yeah.
eating right matters.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Mm.
And
I'm gonna
and
clip
the,
that. I gotta clip that right there, and I'm just gonna
okay.
send it out. That's gonna be
Yeah.
my short
This
reel. I gotta
coming
clip
from the
that.
queen. This is the queens of the track right here, man. They said that the other kids don't follow suit, and I don't know what to tell you. This coming
I
right
don't
out
know
of the
what to
goat.
tell you.
All right, Dana, are you done, Maya? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, what advice would you give a up and coming sprinter, Maya, that looks up to you and wants to get some advice from you when it comes to being
Um,
an elite sprinter?
I would say to be consistent, go to practice like Maya said. Know that it's not meant to be easy. It's gonna be hard at times. You just have to keep your mind right, stay strong, and surround yourself with people that encourage you and support you. Um, and yeah, just keep working at it and don't give up.
Good,
Mm. Hey,
That's it.
so there's a question in the chat says, what would you tell a young sprinter that someone didn't tell you about the development process that you wish they had?
Before Coach Walls came, I would say mechanics matter really bad.
Okay.
Mm, Uh, I don't know. I feel like for me, I think a lot of athletes and like myself, especially right now, I feel like learning how much recovery is important is
Yeah.
something I feel like a lot of athletes forget about, and yeah, it's a big part of just keeping your body healthy and being able to come back the next day and work hard.
Yeah.
So
So what does the recovery process look like for both of y'all, or is that an industry secret?
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
was gonna ask.
Oh, so we usually do like a speed work day, then a harder speed endurance day, and then we'll have a break after that, and then come back in the same order.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 on, 1 off, 2 on. And like
Okay.
right now, I'm just doing 3 days a week. There, she's already in shape. The head's already in the barn. It's just really just sharpening, just staying sharp, man, and just keeping these girls healthy, man. And I'm pretty sure. I mean, I talk to Dana's coach almost every other day, and I mean, he's on the same thing. Just keeping her healthy, fine tuning things. Right now, we don't have to. You don't have to. I don't have to slam a lot of volume on her right now. It's just basically maintaining. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Maintaining and
Well, I
just
got
letting them get the rest days because your body can't adapt if you don't recover. Adaptation comes with when you rest. And that's what a lot of coaches, man. We try to just drill and work and work and work. But adaptation happens when you rest.
hmm
When you rest, man, you can't. I mean, you just can't overdo it, and you got to have a lot of patience as a coach,
the
because a
muscle
lot of coaches feel like
grows.
if they don't do nothing, then they're going to get out of shape or they're going to miss something. Nah, man. Once you work and get to a certain level of fitness, it's just about maintaining and resting,
hmm
and quality.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
I try to.
sometimes it ain't
Well,
you, it's sometimes it's the parents that want to
they
they they they
ain't
see
doing
you,
enough.
yeah, they see you doing something, or like,
Yeah,
oh, coach
yeah,
ain't doing enough, and we
yeah,
trying to get ready for nationals,
yeah,
and coach ain't
yeah,
they
done
take their
this and that.
kid
Like,
out
yeah,
into the track and do
yeah.
some all out 60s for no reason.
Man, look,
Hey,
don't
I
get me
had a parent.
started. Don't get me started on here.
Hey, I had a parent one time take a kid to a track meet when I told him not to. And when you
Yeah,
don't
so
run your time and you don't jump your distance,
yep,
yeah, yeah.
we
Gotta
got to
So,
squeeze, we got to
follow the
squeeze a little
plan.
bit more juice out of there. Like, all right,
Yeah.
right, when them big meats come up, ain't no more juice in there, then
Yeah,
don't be looking at me crazy.
so I got, I
yeah.
got, I got, I got a question for the ladies. So, perfect example, ladies. I don't know if you guys know this, or I'm pretty sure you probably have. It's all over Instagram. When you ladies see stuff like Melissa, today she went what 1075,
1074, I think. Yeah,
1074,
73
1075.
is
Oh,
73.
73.
1073,
Oh, excuse me.
73.
Excuse
Yes.
me.
Okay. When you ladies see stuff like that, what's your motivation for looking at the pros? Like, I could do that one day. Like, what is your motivation when you see those times? Like, does it motivate you? Do you say, dang, she rolling, or I'm gonna be there one day? Like, what I mean, what's your mindset when you see the pros be running like under 11 and stuff like that? Because I know both you ladies have them, the dreams and aspiration to try to be at least a 10 line sprinter. As a world class sprinter within the next couple of years, which you both we know will do that. So what's your goals when it comes to like watching the pros? Like how does that help your mindset when it comes to your own careers?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of the ones that be like, dang, she's fast. Like I'm just that's what I say in my head. And I get
Yeah,
it, like I'm gonna be there.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. What about you, Miss Wilson?
um sometimes I try to like imagine what that feels like just running that fast, and
Mhm.
then But typically, I'm like, hopefully, that would be me someday if I just keep working hard and doing the right thing. So,
Yeah, we definitely can see both of you ladies running under 11, man, and us bragging about y'all in the next 3 years. But trust me, y'all are on pace to be at that level. Trust me, you guys just gotta stay focused, keep doing what you're doing, trust your coaches, taking care of your bodies, keep putting God first, and everything else is gonna fall into place. Yeah.
That's
So
Um,
it.
I'm gonna take this from Justin Gatlin's podcast. So, ladies, if y'all could put together your
oh, I
dream
was
four,
about to ask that.
if
Go
y'all could
ahead.
put together a dream 4x1, who would it be and what order?
And from this year, you got to pick four girls from North Carolina. What 4x1 order would y'all put it in?
Oh, but that I think part of that is like they have to be on it
Yeah,
too.
y'all got to be.
Yeah,
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 y'all got to
y'all
be
got to
on
be
it.
y'all
on
got to
it.
be one of the legs, and you got to
Yeah.
give the order.
Oh, matter of fact, coaches, let's go first. And I don't know if they seen our podcast, but tell them what our order was first. Let's tell them
Oh,
what we had them, because I'm pretty sure all of us had them two up there. Y'all remember y'all order?
I could pull it up.
Uh,
I got mine. I remember mine. So my
uh,
order was Jay Lee was first, Dudley. Second was Miss Wilson. She gonna tear that back stretch up. Jay Lee gonna eat that curve up. Third is gonna be what's the older Daly? Carmen Daly? Tim.
Cameron.
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 Cameron Daly. Third leg, and we gonna have let Maya bring that thing home. Man, y'all might run like 42 out that mother boy. Yeah, that was my dream 4x1 for y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie, but I think we put that together. Y'all was slide. What was yours, Tim? What was your order?
I forgot.
You had Jay Lee up there.
Oh, I know because we had the same one, Tim. I got
I
you.
know I had. I
What
I
can't
was
got
it?
you,
remember.
Tim. It was
You talking
My
about North
Love was
Carolina?
first
North
place.
Carolina.
Yeah, we,
Yeah,
we, we gonna tell the
North
girls what
Carolina.
ours was, but
yeah.
then the girls gonna tell us what they for
It was
is.
Maya, Jay Lee, Dana, and Serenity Harvey
What was the
from North
order?
Carolina. From North Carolina, yeah.
What was your order?
Dang, what I say, y'all?
I
Forgot.
I
got you.
did.
Maya to Dana to Jay Lee to Serenity.
Yeah, I went Maya to Dana to Jay Lee to Serenity. Yeah,
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
because I had the
fast.
same one.
That's fast. Ain't nobody in the country gonna beat them two first legs right there. Ooh, that's
it's
fast.
it's, it's going that'll be tough.
Yep.
What you had? What you had,
That'll be
Coach
tough.
B?
I know I forgot my order, but I had Zion Austin. I know
I
Jay
like
Lee.
her.
Uh,
Zion, crazy pop
yeah,
off.
from Hillside. Yeah. I know Jay Lee was on there. I think I don't know. I think I had Maya on first or second because she was really good at the turns. Um, and then I think Zion was in there somewhere, and then Dana was on the anchor, and I think my prediction was like 42 high or something, or
Mm.
42 mid to 42 high at the best with really good sticks, and then like 43 low, with some questionable exchanges. So you know what I'm saying. So
You
okay,
got to be rolling on 42, boy.
in case somebody got ran up on,
Yeah.
but because
I, I,
they all had good. Everybody I name has really good starts and like top end and transition, so they all can either
mm,
walk somebody down or get it out
I ain't gonna
front.
be honest,
So
man. You can shake the dice and pick four names out of that group, and yeah, you put them how you want to put them. You know, it's gonna be hard to
oh
beat.
yeah,
I'll tell
yeah.
you that. So we always talk about North Carolina being one of the fastest states in the country. And, everybody always praise Florida and Texas and California and Georgia and stuff like that. With you ladies being two of the fastest in the state, and two of the fastest in the country. Well, the two fastest in the state and some of the top fastest in the country. Um, my question to y'all is, how do you feel about the legacy that you've left so far, and knowing that y'all not done, y'all still got one more summer left, because pretty much all this stuff still goes on your mouth split going towards your senior year. So what do you guys? What's the goal for the summer? Like before we end it all, before we pack all that stuff up and get the little small dorm room refrigerator for you for the dorm room and all that stuff. What's our last little things that we want to check off? Because both of y'all know my boy Don. This dude called me, talking about, Coach, I still got something in the tank, man. I think I can, man. If you don't get out of here, man, So I want to know, do
Boy.
y'all still feel like, man, I left something on the table in high school. I think this summer we're gonna turn it up, and I'm gonna go do this. What's the plan?
My plan is to go 22.
22.
Just,
Okay, so you're going
just
to focus trying to get that 200. And you, Miss
yes.
Wilson?
Get as close as possible or breaking some records, but just trying to execute my races and not trying to chase times.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
That's
good.
right. Y'all sound like
Yes.
professionals already, man. I love both of y'all. Wish all my athletes act like y'all.
Hey, since they sound like professionals, somebody asked if Dana was going to USATF senior national since you didn't ran that qualifying time for it, like or is U20s kind of trump the senior nationals?
Um, definitely
Hard to
gonna
say.
see how I'm feeling. See if I still
Okay,
wanna end my season or keep going.
I got you.
Are you going to Brooks, Dana?
No, not this year. No.
Been there, done that.
That's my favorite meet though.
Yeah.
That
It's
was really fun.
fast.
You just
It's
couldn't
Why
squeeze
fast.
it
why
in.
why is that why is that your favorite meet?
Uh,
Best of the best.
yeah.
I
It
got
was really cool. They treated all the athletes well. It was super fun. It was just one race, so it felt kind of like easy almost. Like you didn't have a lot to think about. But yeah, it was almost like a vacation with a whole bunch of athletes. I don't know.
Oh,
So
that's
what's
cool.
y'all mindset going into these big meets? Do y'all get super nervous? Or y'all like, man, I'm ready to go. These girls gonna have to see me today. Like I'm gonna beat everybody, or I'm just gonna go out here. Like, what's your mindset going into a big meet when you step out and grab that bag and it's time to go warm up? What's the mindset?
I'm a nervous girl. I'm always nervous
Yeah,
before a meet.
we can't
Yeah,
tell all the wins you be getting.
Mhm.
yeah. I'm always really nervous.
Yeah, so Coach Wall be having to shake you a little bit and kind of calm you down and get the nerves right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mhm.
That's good. Well, you keep getting nervous, girl, because whatever you're doing is working. All right.
Mhm.
What about you, Miss Dan?
I get super nervous too.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. Yeah,
So
I was.
what?
I
Go ahead, P.
no, I'm just saying. I kind of feel like as sprinters and athletes in general, especially with all individual sports, swimming, golf, track, tennis, stuff like that, man, you ain't got no excuses. You should. To me, I feel like all those individual sports, you have to have some kind of certain level of nervousness to get you going. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell the athletes, well, my athletes, and something that my coach told me, that nervousness is fuel.
Oh
That's
yeah.
just energy. You take that nervous energy and you use that as energy and use it and push it out on the track as part of your preparation. Because when
For
kids tell
sure.
me they not nervous, I get worried. I'm like, man, you better find a way to get nervous because you about to get rolled if you ain't nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
You need
it's a lot on the line. So being a nervous is a good thing. And I always tell people, some people take it as a negative, but just my perspective as coach. I don't know about everybody else. I always tell everybody use that as fuel, man. Take that and push it out on the track and go out there and and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just another level of letting you know that you're preparing your body to execute.
That's it.
Yep,
And
yep.
it
That's it.
speaking of being prepared and whatnot, I know one of the questions last week that Coach Newman asked was, what workout does your coach put you through to let you know that you're ready for a big meet, or you ready to drop a certain time at a meet?
Good question.
We can start with
Well,
you, Dana.
I don't know about for Maya, but for me, my workouts. Wait, did I just talk over you, Maya?
No. You
Are
going
you good?
first.
Go ahead, Dana.
Mine's gonna go after you.
Okay, sorry. My workouts don't really change too much in preparation for big meets. They just kind of, he just makes them a little easier, like less reps and things like that. But so I wouldn't say for like, I don't have a very good answer for that question because he doesn't necessarily put me through a workout that um is meant to get me ready. I've just been kind of doing the same things the whole phase, if that
Gotcha.
makes sense.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, Maya, you.
My workouts
Maya.
typically stay the same.
I can't hear you.
It's breaking up a little bit. I thought it was just me.
Can you hear us, Maya? It's just breaking up a little bit.
Are you on Wi-Fi? You might want to disconnect from Wi-Fi.
It's
It's
still
still a
it's
little
kind of
spotty.
it's just a little cracking up. Maya, try to click off and click back on and see if that works. And then coach will bring you back in the chat.
I'll bring you back in.
All right. So what's
So,
the
Miss
next
Wilson,
question?
I got a question, Miss Wilson. Now, I didn't went back to your stats. I didn't look one more time. I saw you over there doing the long jump.
Oh yeah.
What's that about? What made you in the long jump start stop? What was that more of a let me just get another meet and get away from what I'm doing? What's that about?
I know she jumped 18. Oh, that's
Um,
speed.
yeah. No, I was doing long jump for maybe like 2 years. Or less, I don't know. But yeah, I just ended up not liking it. So
Yeah.
had to stop.
Good. I got a question. She back home?
I think that might be our mom.
Okay.
Is she coming back in?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I just added to the stage. I think that
Okay.
might be.
Okay. I think she did. She had to. Now you gotta adjust the name on it.
Yeah.
All right.
But go ahead. Y'all said y'all had a question. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my question is so my after we hit that 10-9, we because we all know it's coming. We think you actually gonna probably hit it at nationals if all the elements are right. We honestly believe that you can be one of the special ones that go under 11 real soon because you've been running the time that you've been running without pressure has been amazing. So you get a couple girls that can actually run 11-1, 11-0s with you and get that pressure a little bit, it's just gonna push you to go to that next level. What would be the next goal as far as that? Are you just trying to go ahead and finish off with running under 11 and just going to taking it from there and getting ready for college?
Like what would my next steps be?
Yeah, like pretty much like after you break 10-9, are you trying to go straight to let me go? I'm gonna just jump out there. My next goal 10-7, or you just gonna just like continue to say? Because I know you say a lot that you just pretty much focus on execution, which is great. You know what I mean? But we know we always got those goals. Like me and Coach Tim be bragging about you so much, and we talk about you and have conversations about some of the top sprinters. And we honestly think that when it comes to sprint mechanics, that you have some of the best sprint mechanics in the world. You know what I mean? And we're not just saying that from a high school perspective. We're just speaking in general. Um,
Yeah.
and we honestly, believe that I say this all the time. We think you're gonna be a 10-7, 10-6 girl. You know what I mean? Like within the next 3 years. Um, Based off of what Jason Shears has done down in Tennessee. You guys have a lot of similarities when it comes to strength, but overall, just mechanics. As from a coach's perspective, we all love the fact of where you pretty much have flawless mechanics. Like you've done a great job with your development, and we want to praise you on that. So I'm gonna just scratch that question because it kind of go back to the same thing.
Thank
I
you.
kind of
I
I kind of
appreciate
went I kind of went around the circle in that one, but we're gonna scratch. Maya, can we get Maya back on? There we
Mike,
go.
what's going on over there?
Yeah.
You good?
Oh no.
What's going on, girl?
My phone is not connecting to our Wi-Fi. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
Probably stuck.
Well, I think that's it for me,
What,
guys.
what, not, what was the question? He was asking Mike about a workout, I think.
Yeah, it was about a workout. Newman, what you
What
asked Maya before that? You
what
talking
was
about
you?
long
Well,
jump.
yeah,
I got a question. Maya don't do no long events? Never? I mean, no field events?
yeah. She jumped 19 feet.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't hear
What she get? Well, we jumped at states, or that was just in general.
Mike, you there? He's asking about your.
I
He
can
was
only
Are you
asking
going
about your long jump.
you gonna do long jump in college?
I can only hear you.
You can only hear me.
Yes.
Wow.
Maya, you can't hear? Can you hear me?
I tried.
Dang.
What was his question?
Actually gonna do long jump
Well,
in
the
college.
first question was, what was the workout you know that prepares you for
Oh yeah,
estates?
we didn't get
I
to that.
mean,
We didn't get to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can hear him. But I would say overspeed workouts.
yeah,
Overspeed. Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
That works.
What was your second question, P?
The next question when I was talking about what was I talking about? South Carolina. Oh yeah, we are you gonna be doing long jump in college? Because 19 is competitive on the collegiate level.
Probably not. I have not done long jump at all this year.
Okay. Oh yeah, Tim said scratch that long. I know that's right. And look, she can win stakes. He said, "No, we ain't doing that. We got to
Get them
run."
out of here.
Dude,
I
we
know that's
trying to
right.
look. We trying to look. They may slap in there. I don't know, but I know we was just trying to focus on the running events, man. Just focus on that because when you start doing them jump, they start taking away,
Yeah, it
take your
does.
leg, it take your legs away,
Thank you.
and yeah, man. So I was like, you know what? Then she had like a guy cut herself real bad last year. She jumped 19 at conference, and look, I just let her jump because it's like, Mike, just go out there and jump one time if we can get the points. But
Hmm.
we got a little cocky in with the regionals. And she cut her leg real bad. It was a big gash in her head. I said, you know what? We ain't doing this no more.
Yeah,
We ain't,
I would do the same thing,
nah,
man. Tap
we
it,
ain't doing
shut
this
it
no more.
down.
Shut that thing right
But
on down.
yeah, but to
We is
sum it
not.
all
Hey,
up,
we is not playing with our big dogs.
yeah,
You got them big
nah,
dogs? No, 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 no.
nah,
Go ahead and sit on
nah,
down. Yeah.
yeah. But to sum it all up, man, I've been able to work closely with both of them. Um, it's just been an amazing journey with them, man. Just meeting meeting Dana's father and her coach, man. James went to A&T. He's an Aggie. I remember back in the day, he used to come and talk to us and stuff like that. We was at
Oh,
A&T.
y'all Aggies,
And
man.
I first thought James Wilson was your dad at first. And then that's when Spaceman was like, nah, man, that's Mr. Wilson, man. Remember the dude used to come back in the day? He used to come talk to y'all. And when I finally met him, I said, yeah, man, I remember you. So it's just been amazing to work with these girls, man.
I'm
It's
laughing
been
because that's how space sound. He
Space, yeah,
sounds
yeah,
just
yeah.
like that, man.
But
Woo!
it's
Come
just been a
on.
great honor to be in the presence, man, of these two great athletes. They're both very coachable. They're smart and they're smart, focused young ladies, man. And I'm just can't wait to see what college brings, man. And I'm excited to see what they're gonna do in the SEC next year.
Hmm.
It's always been love, man. Both of them, with both of them with Dana and stuff like this, that. So I'm just excited, man. I'm and it's the honor. I just thank both of them for trusting me, and allowing me to work with both of them, man. It's an honor, man, to be a part of this history right here. And I just say, man, when y'all go to school, just stay focused. Like I tell every other athlete, stay focused, put God first. Like I tell them, it's gonna be a lot of temptation. You know what I'm saying? But this, like Dana said earlier, surround yourself around, good positive people and people that's thinking on the same level you thinking on. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to every party. You gonna party, you gonna do your things, but make the main thing keep the main thing the main thing.
Yeah, the education is always first, and then
Oh yeah,
track.
what are their majors? Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, what you guys majoring in college?
My major is exercise science.
That's what I
Okay.
majored in. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
What about you, Dana?
I'm going with communications, but I'm really not sure exactly what I want to do yet. So
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you got time. You got time. Yeah, most of 60% of freshmen change their major by sophomore year anyway. So I still got time. But yeah, that's a great major, Maya and Dana. Ain't picture. Um, well, I
any
mean, I
any
think
any any encouragement from Newman and coach Brandon?
I mean, just to say the same thing, that echoing the same thing you were saying, Coach. I mean, things are gonna come about when you get to college. Those 4 years is gonna go by very fast.
Oh
So make
yeah,
sure that
man.
each year counts. Make sure you make each year count. So you don't
Mhm.
want to make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Student athlete is prevalent, so make sure you put emphasis on student first, athlete, and then everything that you tie your name to, make sure it's great. You ladies did a great job as being, high school phenoms. Make sure you etch your name to be even greater for as college athletes. So you got a whole village behind you. North Carolina is, pulling for you. When y'all get to college after y'all SEC national championship, you got a home here. We gonna definitely interview you here at NC Line It Up. We love you. We love you, ladies, and we know that you're gonna go kill it.
Yep. Proud
Thank
of
you.
y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all have left y'all mark, and we know y'all ain't done yet, but just want to let y'all know, man, y'all have stamped yourself as one of two of the fastest females ever in North Carolina history. We want to give y'all flowers and just say thank y'all for what y'all done for the sport. And you two have inspired so many people to be better athletes, so the people of your fans and everybody to look up to you guys. So congratulations, ladies, and keep going, keep doing great things.
Yeah, yeah. And I was gonna say, if even if you don't hit the times that you expect to run in college, don't get discouraged because it's
Mhm.
gonna come a point where you're gonna get stressed out because everything in college is designed to stress you to make you better. So even if you get in the meet, you don't hit the times you run, it's gonna happen. It happens to all of them. It happened to Julian Alfred. It happened to Melissa Jefferson.
Mhm.
It may happen to Jamisa Ford. I don't know her journey completely, but we've all hit that point in college
Almost
where we
definitely.
didn't run the time where we wanted to run, or we
Yep.
didn't score the points we wanted to run. So don't let that be something that kind of like derails your career or like or you look down upon yourself like, man, maybe I'm not cut out for it. Like, hey, throw them thoughts out and remember who y'all are and what y'all did to get y'all there. And if y'all got a call, I mean, y'all, if y'all need my phone number, y'all can call me up. But y'all got great coaches that have gotten y'all to this point. And if y'all ever, get to that point where you feel like you need to talk to somebody, please call your coaches or call your parents. Let them know, hey, I'm stressed out. Hey, can
Yeah.
help me get through this? Because you got the village. So make sure you reach out to those people if y'all hit that moment.
Oh yeah. Oh
Because
definitely.
it's easy to forget about that stuff when you on top. Like, man, I've been on top for so long. And then, when you get to college, like, it's a lot of girls running them 11 twos and
Yeah,
11
brother.
flats and stuff. So it can very easily become like, damn, like, well, I mean, Danny, you said like, damn, these girls fast. So, if you're not, if you used to being at the top, but then when you get there, you like, you kind of fall in the numbers, just,
Yeah,
hey,
everybody passed in college. You
yeah,
gotta,
it's
you
people
gotta.
it's people in your corner that you can talk to. So don't forget about the people that helped you get there.
Mhm.
That's all
Yes,
I got.
Mhm. Well, we can wrap it up there, guys. If y'all wanna.
Wrap it up.
Appreciate you ladies for coming on, for taking your time. We know we've been reaching out to y'all for a couple of weeks. We just want to say thank y'all for coming on the show. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. We proud of y'all. We love y'all. We glad y'all
Proud of
doing
y'all.
so
That was
great.
great. That was
Hey, we
great. That
wish
was
y'all the
great.
best. We wish y'all the
thank
best.
you.
Thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
this, guys. We appreciate your insight.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you for
you're
having
welcome.
us.
Good luck to y'all the rest of the year, and good luck in college as well.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, man.
That was good, brother.
Good man. Good man. Good interview, man. Two
That was
great
good.
girls.
Girls, man.
Oh
That
yeah.
was good.
Two girls right there about to do great things on the next level, man. Proud of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've seen them come a long way, bro. Long way, man. That's just,
Man,
it's
I
just crazy.
remember I remember Dana in 10th grade, like she dropped something stupid. And
Yeah,
we
she
was
went
at
like,
A&T. And
and
we
she
I was
popped up like 90 meters. She didn't have no
yeah,
drive pace back then. She ran like
yeah.
11.5 with not sprinting 90 meters, bro.
Yeah,
Blew
yeah.
Everybody
my
was like,
mind.
"Who is this?" Like
Straight
everybody, the
vertical off the
whole
block.
crowd.
Off the block.
Straight vertical. I mean,
That's
no
crazy.
push. And yeah, I mean, I saw it indoor, bro. She basically stumbled out the block and ran Charmaine Home down. I called Tim Hall like, brother. I said, bro, I ain't never seen nothing like it. She just
Yeah,
went. And the 60's
she
short.
different, man. She
The
Yeah,
different,
60's
man.
short.
Yeah,
yeah.
she different, man.
So that means she
She
got
came off
crazy
that block
talent.
and just I said, brother.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. Yeah.
She's
So,
special.
but
Both of them.
she's in great hands at Tennessee. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
can't go wrong with Ross,
Now
man.
you
You
can't.
can't go wrong with
Hey,
Ross.
this is
Yeah.
what he
You
do.
know, you shoot, man. Ross almost had Maya too. It was a little rough at the end. Now
Yeah.
it was yeah, bruh. It was a little rough. It's something about that orange, boy.
Hey,
But
it's hey
yeah,
man.
Ross called me like, hey man, what's up, man? I was like,
Yeah.
oh Lord.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, hey, that's some beautiful, beautiful facilities, man.
yeah,
Tennessee.
yeah,
When I went down there, they pretty much told me that NIL money they second behind Texas A&M as a program. Like they the
yeah,
second richest school in the country. You know what I
Hey, they
mean?
yeah.
got 100. They got 110,000 seats over there, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
big. What now they call it? They don't call it the big house. That's Michigan. What they
Yeah, that's
call it?
Michigan.
I forgot.
Dang, what they
I
called
think
it?
they stadium actually bigger than Michigan's. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
It's
know.
they
huge,
got the
man.
biggest. I think Michigan is the second
Huge.
biggest.
It's huge,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
huge.
yeah.
they
So
get a bunch of people up in there.
that's gonna be exciting to see them next year, man. I can't wait.
Yeah.
That first Clemson meet down there. You know that Clemson meet.
Oh yeah, smoke be at that
Yeah,
meet.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So going in
yeah,
the
man.
indoor, y'all know what time it is, baby. This is where we get busy, huh?
Oh yeah.
I mean, excuse my indoor. I mean, summer track. You know
Oh
what I
Yeah.
yeah.
mean? Starting to pick up. How y'all feel about going to the district and to the regionals? Well, y'all know y'all doing
Well,
USA too.
USA we don't even got no district. It's straight
Yeah,
regionals.
straight regionals.
We straight regionals. Then the Savannah. So
Yeah, they take the top 12. I'm scratching my head right now with all of this USATF stuff. I'm
yeah,
Yeah,
used
Top
that's
to
what?
I'm
crazy.
used to
Top
district.
what?
Top 12.
Going to
yeah,
national?
because it ain't no
Yeah.
district. It ain't no
There's
district.
no district. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all rolled into one.
Ah, man, I
But
don't
yeah,
want
but
my parents
they
to.
got
I do not want my parents to hear that.
yeah,
God.
and that but it's gonna be Maryland, not Maryland, but I think it's a lower part of Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina in there. And it's all in favor. But and they did it the same weekend as AAU regional. So it's like if you're trying to go to Savannah, like you got to miss
Can't do
one.
both. Can't do
Yeah,
both.
you got to miss one.
Can't do
Yeah.
both.
Oh, they the same weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I gotta make some phone
and
calls then.
that's
Yeah.
the weekend after Adidas. So it's like this
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
this month right here is gonna be
Back to back.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah.
be back to back.
And
That's why I'm trying to kind of like plan right because
Yep.
it's like
Yep.
yeah.
yeah.
that's a lot of important races.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm over here
And
scratching my head right now, like,
yeah, and it's like district for us. It's like district is important, but it's like we've kind of been building up for Adidas, so it's like you
Yeah,
know,
that's what I said. We got to throw that in there, meet, and then because our focus mainly was probably really like I ain't gonna lie. I told them we using district as like just a meet to get some work.
yep,
yeah.
Our focus right now is Adidas. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Let's get ready for our school nationals, and then after that, we'll focus on everything else. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
um, that's pretty much what we
and
had with it.
I think some of the high school kids, man, it's like I feel like Adidas, with it being the second big meet of the year, some of them kind of need to wind down and some of them need to chill out, man. It's like y'all,
Yeah,
like you running, 3 big meets. Like if you ready for it, yeah. But it's like, how important is it to
yeah, that's
do
true.
the AAU
That's
nationals, USATF nationals? Because some of them's like once y'all get them meets out of the way, then y'all need to start kind of working on mechanics and then fine tuning stuff and
That's it.
kind of get ready for next season. And then like some of the young kids, like they kind of need that developmental big meets and run at some like AAU nationals and USATF nationals. But
Mhm.
just because you run at them meets don't mean you ready for high school states either. Because I seen a lot of national champions fold at states, man. When them lights come on, it's something different, man.
I'm
Yeah.
totally.
Well, I can say, Coach, actually, I brought some kids on my program and they ran kind of, I call it the summer circuit. And after they go through the summer circuit, regardless of their times and stuff, it gained them confidence because after they go back to their high school stuff, they're like, Coach, man, I was sweating and nervous at all the AAU meets than I was over here. Like these little high school meets ain't nothing. Like, man, Coach, I'm staying with you. Like I'm rocking with you. Cause
That's
it's
what's up,
like
man.
when you go out there, they're just out there like they're the only ones warming up, cooling down, warming up again, getting ready for work, getting ready for the race. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to, they got their headphones on, they ain't trying to holler at nobody. It's just more of a mindset kind of thing. And then when everybody else see it, then the coaches and all the other teammates, they start to learn and be like, well, why he doing that? Or why she's doing that? It just becomes more infectious. And then the coaches, you'll start to ask them to teach the other kids, especially the freshmen, how to come out of blocks, how to run right, use their arms, that, this, that, and the third, because some of the coaches don't know. So like, I see what you're saying. Just wanted to give a caveat to that because I really
Oh
think
yeah.
that like it's good experience for them to go to those AAU meets and just to run. Like I'm bringing some kids on my squad just to get the experience. Some of them, we're gonna be working on drills, going to meets, working on stuff just to kind of, let them get nervous and
Oh
see what
yeah,
it is
that
to get
that
nervous.
exposure definitely helps, man.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
so speaking of that, or kind of a caveat to a caveat, how do y'all deal with the high school coaches? Like we all got our own club teams, and some of us, like me and Tim, coach high school. So, but like, how do you deal with coaching your own group and then sending them to the high school coaches and knowing that some of the high school coaches aren't as well versed in track speed as we are? Like, how do you do that?
I'll go ahead
Oh,
and take this one first.
Go
go
Uh,
ahead. I'm a
ahead.
piggyback. I could talk about this for an hour, baby.
Oh yeah, boy. We'll be on
hours,
here another 3 hours, boy.
hours. Yeah, this is an eyesore for some of us right now. But one thing about me I can say is, for me, it's about the kid. I go ahead and drop my ego because I realize that walking in the picture sometimes is intimidating to a lot of coaches. And so I realize that even when I speak and I try to give some insight, I realize that that's even intimidating. So what I have to prep the kid for what's to come. So like I share this kind of analogy. It's kind of like, from September to like January, you're baking a cake. You got the milk, the eggs, the flour, everything that you need to kind of bake the cake. All you got to do is cut it and serve it. And a lot of high school coaches take the whole cake and put it back in the oven. And it's like they want to do miles and 2 miles, and they want to do repeat 300s, repeat 400s, like repeat 200s. And it's like, what are you doing? This is not even like part of the plan. And it's like, all right, so like the kids, then I have to ask the kid, hey, what you do today at practice? Man, we have repeat 300s. All right, you on the grass. And then it's like, all right, you know what? We're going to weight room. We're going to work on some things. You know what I'm saying? Just certain things like that. And then like when I speak to some of the coaches, the coaches that I can speak with, I'll be like, hey, this is the plan that I have for, athlete A, you know what I'm saying? And this is what we've been doing, this is that and the third. And they're like, oh, well, it's all right. We're just going to do this. And I'm just like, okay. But at the end of the day, like this is certain things that I work with some coaches, or I just won't say nothing. I just let them go through their whole high school season, and that they're underperforming, and the coaches are sitting there acting like they know better. But we'll sit back and just let them finish out their season, and then when it's time for them, those that want to be that coach, to allow them to go through their season, I'll just wait till they come back to me and then take them through the AAU season, and then just go back for the second time and take them through the rest of the season, and then kind of make that adjustment. But some kids, I just tell them, nah, you're not going. Especially like the athletes that I know, and I know that that's going to perform. Nah, you're not going to high school. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
P, what you
think
got?
that I go ahead.
Oh, go ahead,
Go ahead,
Tim.
Pete. Go Pete. I want to hear Pete.
All right. So I go through it out here in Raleigh with them.
going through hell up there in Raleigh,
Bro,
boy.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I got kids, y'all. I pretty much got kids at every high school out here, right? My approach is this. You can't have an ego if you don't know what you're teaching.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? And if a parent or athlete reach out to me and they want to come to my training on a Sunday and say, all right, coach, I'm up here. I'll be like, get in the block. Let me see your blocks. Dude got his knee in his neck. And I'm like, look, who taught you that? Oh, my high school coach. And then you're mad at me for going to fix it, putting his shin at an angle where he can project out, teach him how to pull, teach him how to transition, teach him how to push his hips. You know, the basics now. What we call the basics. Just basic running. Kid dropped 2-3 tenths off his time, and coach is mad. Why are you training with somebody else? Because you're not giving them what we trying to give them.
Exactly.
I
So
ain't putting the kid. You got to put the kid first, man.
90% of the coaches in Raleigh don't like me because it exposes their weaknesses. It has nothing to do with the ego. It ain't got nothing to do with me making posts. It's strictly off the fact that I'm teaching something that when they go to my training, and then they got to go back to their high school training, and they are not critiqued. They are not. Nothing is fixed. Everything is good job, good rep. Pick it up, run fast. You know what they say. What their favorite line with the coaches? Get your knees up. Get your knees up. They love saying that. Get your knees up. They don't know how to say nothing about striking the ground, but you get your knees up. You know what I'm saying? So, man, well, my thing is at this point, you know, the proof is in the pudding as far as what real coaching is, man. So they don't have to like me. You know what I mean? They don't have to agree, but they can't never question my ability to teach, develop an athlete. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? That's my biggest thing. Until you guys can tell me what I'm not doing wrong. My perfect example, I had two coaches. I'm not gonna say no name. They know who they are. Two high school coaches. That coach at a summer club, and I felt the negative energy one time at the meet. So I seen him at high school regionals, and I was like, "Tell me what y'all issue is with me. Like, I know y'all don't like me. Just tell me straight up. We grown. I want to know. Like, be honest. Tell me straight to my face. I'm a real one. I can take it. Tell me why y'all don't like me." And one coach was like, she was like, well, the way you came out with your team was unethical. I just didn't like the way you came out. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? This is what she said now. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she's like,
dang.
well, you had this athlete and this athlete and this athlete. You stole them from our team. And we didn't have a chance to talk to the kids before you stole. I let her talk. I said, stole. She said, hold on, let me
Stole.
talk. I said, hold on, go ahead. She said, you stole these athletes from our team, and we didn't basically I didn't get a chance as a coach to holler at them athletes before they talk about making a transition over to the new. I said, okay. Well, I said, what's going on with the athlete? She told me the athlete's name, and I said, well, let me tell you like that. I don't steal nobody. Because when I came into the game, I ain't know nobody in local in this track game. Nobody. I literally took 10 years off and came back in and learned the local athletes that was
Me
fast.
too. Yeah.
And I said, so this young lady ran on your team, right? She said, yeah. I said, okay, let me tell you how this worked. I didn't know who she was. I didn't even know she could run. One of my athletes called me and said, this girl from such and such school want to come to my training session. She came to my training session. After training, her daddy and her pulled me to the side and said, Coach, let me tell you something. I ain't never heard nobody break down sprinting like that the way you have. You just gave so much information within 2 hours that I'm over here like we in class. I want my daughter to run on your team. You got a spot for her? I said, yeah. What she run? Oh, she ran 56.8. Oh, yeah, I definitely got a spot for her. She ended up running 55. She ended up going 55 flat. You know what I'm saying? She went 12. Her PR was 12.5. She went 12.03 with me. You feel me? So, okay. So that's why you mad. We stole her, but I didn't steal her. Talked to another athlete. Athlete was begging me for 4 months, calling over there saying he wanted to run with me. Daddy was like, no, we run with such and such. We running with this team. We running with this team. The daddy ended up calling me back and saying, the kid done begged me so much, I gotta let him run with y'all. They did that. So the daddy called me now, and the coach telling me that it was unethical because as a summer track coach, I should have called his high school coach and told them that he's running with me, and I also should have called the old team that the parents decided to take him off of, and out of respect, and call that coach when that ain't my job. You feel me? So again, and that was the whole point. I'm like, so y'all mad at me over something that ain't even really going on. So y'all hating me over something basically it basically comes down to me getting the athletes better. All these kids want to come run on my team. And I'm exposing you guys, not intentionally, but it's accidental. But at the same time, when a kid comes to one of our training, us for this on this podcast right here, and then you go back to a basic coach that's your science teacher or ran 11-3 in high school as he was a senior, and he don't know the science of sprinting, you're gonna get a different level of coaching when it comes to this over here, baby. That's why we started this podcast. Because we're gonna give you the real, we're gonna break down the science of this thing.
Yes,
We're gonna tell
sir.
you know what I'm saying? So that's my philosophy, man. All the coaches that are mad, step your game up, man. Because we're gonna apply pressure to you. And it ain't nothing against, I'm not, and that's another thing. I'm not against high school coaches. I love what y'all
No,
do.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like coaches, high school coaches in this area think that I'm no, it's not nothing against. I can't knock you for what you don't know. I'm not gonna talk down on you. It's just a lack of understanding and a lack of knowledge that you didn't understand. I've opened my doors and tried to have coaching clinics for the high school coaches in Raleigh. Nobody replied back. Nobody wants to do it. You know what I mean? So again, if you have such a big ego where you can't teach blocks, you can't teach drive phase, you don't even know how to warm up. You know what I'm saying? Your program is really ran like a middle school team. what else am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? You just want to keep that distance. So that's my answer, kind of, Coach B, man, where I'm at with it. You know, I kind of keep my distance, but the ones that are understanding, um, we got a great relationship. There are a few that I talk to, and we talk to each other. We communicate. I let them know if most of my high school kids during the season only come to me on Sunday. We focus on drive, phase, and blocks and angles because that's my specialty. You know what I'm saying? Um, really don't try to touch too much outside of that. You know what I mean? Because like you said, Coach, it bounce off of what you were saying. If I touch too much of what the high school is doing during the week, I could potentially get that athlete hurt. You know what I mean? So I always ask them, "What did you do this week? What is your legs like? How did your body feel?" You have to communicate with me so I can mentally plan out something that I can still work on your flaws and not hurt you at the same time. But yeah, that's my answer, Coach B, man. That's it's a hero thing I hear with me, but it is what it is, man.
That's good. That's good.
I
Uh,
have coaches. I have coaches telling me you act like you like you a pro. You act like you ain't no pro. And
Was
I'm like,
tell them I
I'm what?
was, man.
but they got
Like
some
what?
good. But I ain't even had nobody approach me. And they better not.
Yeah,
Look,
I've had people say, oh. Let me back y'all. Let me tell you guys what happened. So, um, one of the coaches made a comment, God, this gonna chuckle y'all to death. She was like, "Well, you act like you this superstar, uh, world's best coach." And she said, "You act like you can develop all these kids. Like I ain't seen you. All you do is take fast kids." And I said, "You don't take no slow kids and make them fast." I said, "I took the slowest kid and make him the fastest in the state. Look at Dom. You know what I'm saying?" And then her reply was, "Let me see you take a 13-4 kid and make him run 10-5." I said, "Man, you want me to make magic now? Come on now. Now y'all just man, you know what I'm saying? Like, why even that comment alone even shows that you're intentionally don't want to show the acknowledge or respect of what we do as coaches. You know what
exactly,
I'm saying? Like
exactly.
you can't even acknowledge of what we have done. And I'm saying everybody, because some we get all of us, we get more love than we get the jealous stuff. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
Oh
Because
yeah.
yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
love always overpower the hate. But it just comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting hated on, somebody ain't talking about your program, you ain't really doing that. You ain't that good of at your job. And I'm just be honest. That just come with any sport. If you at the top of your game at any level, acting, athletics, whatever, people gonna hate on you. You
Oh
know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And so I just to the point where I just took it as flattery, man. I take it as flattery. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we only doing this to help kids. I'm not in
Right.
competition with other coaches. I'm not, and I love all of y'all. We know we all competitive. I respect all of y'all on the athletic level and as men. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's just sports, man. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
it.
Y'all doing this just to get these kids to the next level. The only
Oh
reason
yeah.
is because we can't run no more. We can't coach. I mean, we can't perform no more. So we just want to give back to all the knowledge that we got from this sport and the love of this sport, man. That's all it is.
That's it. Yeah, I just try to. Oh man, shoot, man, I don't even know where to start, brother. With that one. Uh, yeah, I had a little bit of that, man. Not much of it. What I try to do, man, it's on the parents. Like if you want your athlete to keep on going through the same thing, calling me every week, the coach ain't doing this, coach and that.
Yep.
Start letting them run for the high school.
Agreed.
Step out on faith.
Yep.
Why you gonna keep see a lot of these parents are caught up in the high
High
school.
school. Yep. Yep.
And
I
Hmm.
agree.
you're hurting your child.
I'm
So
gonna
don't
pick it
let
back off of that when you're
stick
done.
stick 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 with your private coach. You don't have to run for a high school to get a scholarship.
I
It's
say
all
that
about the
all the time.
number.
Yep. Say
It's
that
all
all the
about the number.
Yep.
Yep.
But
And
see,
it's something
it's hard to swallow them not running for the high school.
Yep.
So
You know
I just
why?
try and don't get me wrong. If you have a good high school coach, run high school,
Do it. Do it.
go to state. But if your college coach, I mean, if your high school coach is just terrible and he ain't trying to listen, he got an ego. Go on the tax.
Yep. Agreed.
hmm
Go on the tax and put your child in the best situation. You know what I'm saying, to maximize their potential.
I'm gonna pick it back off that, coach, because I just went through this with
You
my
know,
team and my athlete. Basically, this ain't the old days, man. It's a new time, a new era. You do not need high school to go to college.
Sure
Only thing
don't.
that you need from high school is if you ever want to be a state
State
champion.
champion. That's
Outside
it.
of that, you do
it ain't but
not.
one. It ain't but one state
It ain't
champion.
it ain't
It
but
ain't but
one.
one.
But that one. It ain't but one. And a lot of that to me is the socializing stuff that comes with track and field. A lot of the kids just want to be around their friends. They want to make memories, which is cool. And I actually have an athlete, a sophomore, a dog, Sweets. He's a 10-8 guy right now. He sacrificed his sophomore season to train with me personally. He's on pace to probably be a 10-6 guy, 16-year-old, just turned 16. He probably could be a 10-6 guy as a sophomore, which is elite at that level, at that age. And his dad made a sacrifice. Him and his dad came to him and they wanted to, we just gonna focus with you, coach. We gonna
Yeah,
sacrifice high school.
yeah.
And we might jump back into high school later on, but we want you to develop his technical side this whole year, and then we'll trust. Excuse me, probably trying to send him to somebody after I develop his weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? So, to say that again, this is not the old days when you had to go through your high school coach and you had to go through your high school AD to get your mail from a college. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I seen a coach post something yesterday. They said, yeah, post your times or send me all your times. I'm recruiting and send me your high school coach or your club coach's phone number. You know what I'm saying? But that's new. Back in the day, that would have never happened.
Yeah.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So, and I tell the kids all the time, if you want to go to state championship, run for your school. I got it. But if you want to just develop and you want to stay with your private coach, run unattached. You still can go to VA Showcase. You still can go to
Yep.
Nike, Adidas, or New Balance Nationals. Only thing you're missing is a state championship. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So at
And
the
but
end of
one
the
person
day,
win.
only one person can win. So it's like, do you want to develop with a coach that you know is going to take your potential to the next level, or do you want to just sacrifice and say, I have to run state just high school track because I want to be social and make memories with my friends? You gotta
It's
make a choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's what
And
you
Yeah,
what you,
and
what your
I have
goals
a
are.
complete example. I have an example of that. I had a young man who one of his friends was on my team, and he would come out every now and then or whatever, kind of check things out, but he would stay with his high school. So he ended up getting kicked off the team for
Mm,
some stupid reason. The coach had a vendetta or whatever.
mhm.
And so once they kicked him off, he was still kind of sad and upset because he really started to love for track. So I was like, hey man, um, so his homeboy brought him to practice and was like, "Hey, coach, man, he just got kicked off the team." I was like, "Hey, join my team. Let's lock in for a
Mhm.
year,
Mhm.
and let's go win a national title, and let's get y'all signed to school." And he was like, "But I thought I had to go to college, and I mean, I thought I had to go to through high school to get a scholarship." I said, "No, you don't." He's like,
No,
"Well, that's what my high
that's
school coach
yeah,
tell me." I said, "Let's
that's that's what they don't want to know.
yeah." I was like, "Let's prove it wrong." This kid, we run at like two meets. He goes 11, 10-9, 10-8. And I was like, all right, you ready. We go to Adidas. I put him in the national division. He gets third. He runs 10-7. I was like, now we ready to go. So
You get
one of my
off. That's you can get offers off 10-7.
right. So one of my homeboys was like, hey man, I just got to this new spot over here. I'm looking for some sprinters. I was like, man, I got two for you right over here. Seniors. It was like, not signed? No. They watched him run. He was like, I want him. And he was like, who's this kid right here? I was like, yeah, he's a 10-6 kid. He's like, give me him too. I'll
Mhm.
take two for the price of one. He's like,
Mhm.
and I'll
that's
make sure
what's
that
up.
they straight. I'll get them some scholarship money. He was like, hey, this is a new program. I'm gonna start my program off with them too. I was like, bet. So I was like, hey, this coach want to holler at y'all. He was like, word. I walked away. I was like, hey, go talk to them. Let them talk. Next thing you know, they texting me, call, coach, man, they want to offer me, man. They want to offer me. Hey, man,
Go
check it
on,
out.
take that money.
All you
Hey,
need is
hey,
opportunity.
Go
you know
on,
what I'm
Opportunity.
take
That's
that
saying?
money.
So it's an
That's it, man.
opportunity.
It's about the number, man.
Yeah. So like that coach, if they would have listened to their high school coach, they wouldn't even got looked at because they were trying to go through that little section, through the high school ranks, and I just literally and then a lot of schools in Fayetteville they don't go to nationals. Now it's starting to be a prevalent thing to where what I'm saying high schools are starting to go to nationals, but before them schools wasn't going to nationals like that, man. They would do a high school and then that was it. I remember in 2016 when I was coaching at Terry Sanford High School, they told me I got to use my own money out whatever, and I've raised money. I've raised money to Terry Sanford, and they was like, "Nah, you can't use that money. That's just for national high
Oh,
school stuff
I go
only."
in the pot. That go in the
I was
pot for
like,
everybody,
what?
man.
Ah,
I was like, all right, bet,
get
whatever.
some t-shirts.
Yeah, man. I
The
took them kids.
sheriff
I took them kids
funds.
to
So yeah,
nationals, man.
man.
Yeah, parents, we
It's
raised
just
money and took them tickets.
I ain't getting into it with no high school coaches, man.
Not at all.
Do your job. These parents are gonna pick and choose who they want to go to. Talk to the
Exactly.
parents. Now
Mhm.
if it's somebody close that I know, somebody that's close to me that I feel like out of respect, like me and Brandon, man, we swap a couple athletes. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
they be going back and forth.
yeah, we look, we right here. It's like so we like people like us, we talk and it's respect there, but man. If I don't really know the coach,
Yeah, I'm the
man,
same way.
and
I'm the
it's
same way.
like, hey, now if you're gonna run for your high school and your coach don't want you training with the private coach, you gotta abide by his rules. Cause I'm the same way. I don't want my high schoolers training with no private coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had that problem where they want to train, but if you're gonna run for that school, you gotta abide by their rules.
Yep. And
You
we
gotta
gonna go.
abide
But
by
that's
their rules.
hard
Gonna
though,
It's
go
like
to
Sam.
our
That's
chest.
or
hard.
stop
But that's
or stop or stop running for the school.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
okay. I see
because
what you're saying. Okay, okay.
I don't want to put the athlete in a
Yeah.
situation where they get in trouble, or say so you got to abide by the rules. You can't come over here calling me, oh man, we ain't doing what we supposed to do. All right, so what y'all gonna do?
Yeah. And I'm not
Because
So
gonna
when
cut you
I had
going
a
to a
parent. I
school.
had a parent break it down like this to me. He was like, "Okay, my son play AAU basketball, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Okay, the high school coach don't want my daughter training with you." Just period. He didn't say number 9 speed level, but he had a meeting saying he don't want nobody training with nobody outside of his practice
and
because
that's
it.
respectful.
And I get that, but the mama and daddy said this: if I ask the coach to teach my child blocks, and the coach don't know how to teach blocks, what am I
Yeah,
supposed to do?
stop running for the school
Yep.
I
Yep.
agree.
I agree.
because
I agree.
you can't have it both ways, bro. Because okay, Shatar, like I put myself, I'm a high school coach.
Yeah,
And it's like, if I tell you my rules is like, I don't want you training nobody else, you got to respect it. Now, if you
yeah.
don't like my training, go to that coach. You know what I'm saying?
Great coach. Yeah,
Yep.
So it's kind of, y'all, you got to sacrifice. It
That's
really
true.
ain't a sacrifice. You just doing, what you do is you just doing what's best for your child.
Yep.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I try to respect the rules of the coach too. You know what I'm saying? Because when these athletes leave, these coaches, we still got to be there and be in each other's face too.
Yep.
That's
Athletes
true.
come and go. Your athletes come and go. So I had to kind of learn that too. It's like,
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
ain't
too.
gonna
Because
I ain't gonna
I had
play
that
with nobody.
situation where I
Yeah,
had an athlete that wanted to come train me for another team, and I know the head coach, very well, and out of respect for, I told the mama, you got to call him first.
yeah, yeah,
And ask
Yeah.
him
If it's a
first.
credible coach,
Let
yeah, you
let
call
yeah.
him
It's
that.
tell
credible,
you.
man. Yeah,
Let him tell you okay, and then get back to me. And then he got back to me.
right.
She asked him. He said it was cool.
See,
Then I
yeah,
seen him at the meeting. We had a conversation, a mutual grown man conversation about the
that's the
situation,
best way, man. Best way.
and that's it. And that's it. You know what I
That's
mean?
best way. Best way.
And that's and
Yep.
that's
Some
another thing I
athletes
had
say the
to.
Sometimes,
coach don't. Some athletes say the coach don't care. I'll be like, all right, well, come on.
yeah.
But I'm learning that as well, man. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
learn to
yeah,
adjust with that because, like I told my
yeah.
kids, I train kids on other teams that race my kids, and they be like, "Cuz, why you doing that?" I'm like, "Bro, you gotta understand. If I train that kid over there and they get faster, or I train this kid in Texas that run 10-3, you still gotta race somebody fast.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It don't matter who you line it up against. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Especially if it's a private training session, 'cause like I told them, to me, it's track and field. I call this thing it's equal opportunity, bro. It don't matter who you run. You can always race. You are gonna meet some dogs on every level. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And if you
Yeah.
execute your race and focus on your lane, you're gonna bring the best out of you. But
That's it.
all that focusing on who I gotta run, you know how them kids be. They want to focus on the heat sheet and man, I don't care if you're
Oh
in
yeah.
one. I don't care what lane you in. It's all 200 meters. Go get it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's all the same, man. Of course, it does make a difference, but you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
training,
Of
it's
course.
gonna take you out of your mindset.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
man.
it ain't nothing you could do about it. I mean, you still gonna have to line it up,
Gotta
line it
line
up
it up,
anyway,
baby.
pun intended. So it's like, hey,
Yeah.
Gotta
you
line
can
it up.
cry all you want, you still gotta run the race.
Got to.
It don't matter what lane you in.
That ain't no more extra stress you putting on yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Run your
They
lane and,
Hey,
they
they
and
done
stress.
hey,
people. People
They
don't won the
straight.
Olympics
They
last
screen
year.
recorded me. Khalil practiced with you the other day. To my coach, Khalil back on the track. What you think he gonna take us to Vegas? He back just like y'all back. What y'all scared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he running? Is he running the 42? I said, no matter what he running, y'all gotta race him.
They still got to race them. Yeah.
I said, y'all
Hey,
know
you still
here,
got to
y'all
race
we know who the big dogs is. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sending me
That's
no
it.
videos, man. We good.
them.
I know his coach. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know he gonna be ready when it's time to line it up.
We preparing for Dom just like Dom
Yeah.
preparing for Khalil. So
Nah, Dom ain't running Dom ain't running the 40 something.
what?
No, he
Oh, he
gonna
trying
do
to
it.
he trying to drop that 19 in there too, ain't he?
Yes.
Trying to get
Yeah.
that
That
19, boy.
boy, hey, that boy talking about he gonna go 20.3 at Adidas.
Okay.
Mm, mm,
Hey,
mm.
Oh,
that's
ain't
a
gonna
good track to
lie.
do it at. That's a
Boy,
good track to do it at.
this boy straddled the 34-2 in practice yesterday in the 3. I mean, came through
Woo.
chilling, like shut it down 20 minutes from the line. I said, lit in my clock, like 34-2 in practice. Oh my God, this boy ready.
Mm,
And look,
Man.
first week back, we ain't even did this is first week back off the
mm,
couch since state. So I'm like, yeah, we might do something special this summer. We might do something special this summer. Straight
mm.
up. So, we just working, man. What about y'all, man? Where y'all at? Well, yeah, no. Let me talk to Newman about this Georgia boy he done stole and brought up here to North Carolina. He bragging about I'm at practice having look all right now. Newman talking about he got a little 10-6 man. I'm like, y'all know now, y'all better be ready now. You know what I'm saying? He already done spilled the sauce on us now. What's up with this kid, man? What you got that boy up here yet? What we got going on?
Nah,
I'm
so
ready to see him.
nah, he on his way though. Like he'll probably be up here either this week or
Tell him
next
take
week.
his time. Tell him take his time.
What part of Georgia you from?
Brunswick.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the kid that
Country boy.
went 10-6 at Adidas for the freshmen last
Oh,
year.
Yeah. They
what's his
went
Oh
name?
1,
wow.
2. Yo, they went 1, 2, 3.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they was flying down there. I remember
They
that.
went 1, 2, 3, 10-6,
yeah,
10-7, 10-7. All
yeah.
from the
That's
So
same
crazy.
team.
yeah, so and then the crazy
Woo,
part about it is he
woo.
came out the block, stumbled, looked at everybody, and still ran everybody down.
Yeah, he different, bro. He remind me of like a Janelle. He remind me like a Janelle.
Yeah,
His turnovers just he ain't got the best mechanics and his phases, but his turnovers just out of this
yeah,
world.
yeah. He's stiff as a board now because they don't
Yeah,
work on nothing.
yeah.
Like this boy done did about what
How
they
you get him? His grandma your neighbor? What you say now? What you
nah.
got going
I
on,
used to
though,
train his
man?
aunt. I used to this girl. Nah, I used to train his
Bro,
aunt.
I'm about to say you giving that boy some NIL money, ain't you? I know you're doing
Bro, I
something.
trained him in 7th grade. He ran 10-1 in 7th grade.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
He,
he went from
11-1.
Yeah, I'm about to say
like
10.
11-1.
11-1. I'm sorry, 11-1.
Yeah, I'm about to say 10-1.
And
Yeah, he
was
went from like
crazy.
11-9 to like then he hit like 11 like 5 and then it was like 11-4 and then he just dropped it.
Yeah.
Put that drop phase together, boom, 11-1. I was like, oh shoot, that boy
Wow.
ready.
The natural.
But he went up to Brunswick. I ain't hear from him no more. And then he just popped out of nowhere. They was like, hey, you know your boy out here running. I'm like, who, Tonio? Man, let me see what this boy doing. Man, that joker that came out there, prelims, jogged a cool little whatever. So he's like, what's up, coach? And I was like, what's up, man? And then he went out there and messed up, didn't even do nothing, then just stumbled, looked around and started running. So I went over there, punched him in his chest, like, man, what you doing, man? You out here playing. He was like, you right. So his coach was like, excuse me, do I know you? I was like, no, but he do.
Yeah, we all got some dogs, man. I can't wait to see what you guys put together with y'all athletes, man. I love watching the way y'all develop these kids, man. It's an honor watching y'all, bro. I swear I do.
Man, listen, we talk about because all the kids they you know they talk about different track
yeah, they all do that. They all do that.
So the first thing they talk about, yeah, man, we gotta get ready for them track hawks, man, and that annoying chant that they do. They're like, there's a team with a chant.
I brought it out last week. They were mad at me.
Yeah. So they was like, oh yeah, you better get ready for the track hawks. They got a whole little chant. It was like, nah, we ain't about to have that.
I'm trying to find one, but I don't want to be corny.
Yeah, same here. That's why I ain't do nothing.
They be like, let's try this. I be like, nah.
It got. I ain't gonna lie.
We gonna let Trav y'all got a real good one, man.
You gotta play with it because I ain't gonna lie. I heard some teams trying some, man. They corny as a ball, bro. I was just like,
who in this house? We
That
in
ain't
this
it.
house.
Yeah, they
I'm
sound
like,
like
what? Ah,
hey,
man, that ain't
they
it.
sound like cheerleaders. They sound like cheerleaders more than they do a chant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Who
that
are
ain't
we?
it.
Man,
Who are we?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
stop that.
Yeah, I done heard a couple of those like that, man. It's like that sound like I
Yeah.
don't know. That don't sound like a good
It's
chant for
gonna be a
track.
crazy
Yeah.
summer. It's gonna be a hot
Yeah, I'm
summer.
excited, man. I'm
Hey,
excited.
hey,
I'm
it's
Yeah.
excited.
they got a couple of questions in the chat. The
Oh yeah,
first
what we got?
question
Yeah,
was
what
somebody.
how do y'all see that? I don't see that.
Hit the
Click on
chat button and go to
comments.
comments.
Yeah, somebody was asking about what's our thoughts on recovery from hamstring injuries.
We done missed a lot of questions, dude.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
look
no,
at.
I asked the last question. Well, we missed the weight training question. They asked that after the girls left. But the one after that is the thoughts on hamstring recovery training.
I like to do like backwards lunges up the heels. I like to work on like RDLs. Because a lot of times with hamstrings, sometimes the hamstring to quadricep ratio in the glute is weak. So when all of that is just off, sometimes you got to kind of fine tune that hamstring. And then also just kind of make sure that you're getting massaged out and everything like that, because sometimes you got a lot of scar tissue that's built up in them hamstrings, because a lot of times when you're firing that ATP, it just constantly boom, boom, boom through the Krebs cycle. And then once that like it starts to get here and it gets tight like that, that muscle can't contract no more. So you got to break that
Yeah,
up.
we gotta break it up.
So,
Yeah.
so like what I do with my athletes, hey, make sure you got a foam roller, make sure you got a softball, make sure you got a stretch rope, and make sure you go to work and develop those hamstrings. There should be no reason
Man,
why your hamstrings are weak if you're developing them.
That's
I
right.
read that massages can bring out your power 40%.
Yep.
Regeneration massages
Yeah.
brings out the power 40%, y'all.
Yep.
Yep.
I've been kind
That's
of doing
crazy.
that when we have our when we got multiple round, like on the finals day, we got one final, two final, 4x4, maybe all the same day. I'll try to give the kids a rub down, a little flush, not
Oh yeah.
nothing, just a little flush out with the thumbs.
All you need.
Yeah.
And that kind of rejuvenates and get all that little lactic acid buildup
Oh
from
yeah.
the, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Kind of
Keep
give
the
that
blood
last.
flow.
I want to ask y'all about something I'm about to try. I've been looking into this neuro gum. What y'all know about that neuro gum? It's
I
supposed
seen it,
Gum.
but I didn't.
Yeah,
I've seen that, but I ain't
Neuro. It's supposed to be like a gum that helps you. It
like
gives you
focus and
energy,
whatnot.
focus. It gives you like mental clarity. And
Yeah,
I've
I
seen some
seen.
athletes that said they tuned it before, like professional races and stuff like that. And I seen other college coaches said that they was giving it to their athletes. And I thought that was something that I was gonna bring on the podcast to kind of talk about, to give the kids, like the nerves and look into it, guys. It's supposed to be like a mental brain stimulator type
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna
thing.
I
check it
think
out.
it got some. I
Yeah.
think it got some caffeine or something in it
Yeah,
too.
it
So
got a
that
little, it got like caffeine, but it's just real. The main ingredients that I seen that I when I looked it up and kind of did some research on it on YouTube and Google, it's L-theanine, L-theanine or L-theanine. I
Okay.
might be saying it wrong. That
Okay.
ingredient right there is supposed to be like a quote unquote superhuman, um uh something that our body needs naturally that we don't get enough of. And they say that when that L-theanine comes into the bloodstream, it's nothing illegal, no, you know what I mean?
Oh no.
It's just something that our bodies need already. It's supposed to like rejuvenate and help us think clearer
Yeah.
and have more energy and you know something that I think that giving that mental clarity going to a warm up, what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
it might help with the kids, something that I think that we can kind of tap into or kind of touch
Just got,
base on one day on the
gotta
podcast.
look. Gotta just look into it. I never
Yeah.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Hold on,
So
y'all.
y'all,
Jalen, I know you watching. Don't buy it yet. Let me look at it first.
please, do
chill
not
out.
Hold
go out
on.
there.
Hey,
I'm
let it
not
have a
giving.
whole.
This was not a purpose of his announcement. Do not go buy this stuff without checking with your doctor first. For y'all been up here saying, Coach Palmer said we need to go take some neuro. Nah, man, that ain't what I said. I said it's something that somebody brought to my attention, and I did a little research on it. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna try to test it out and see how that go with some of the kids that are super nervous. The ones that be freaking out. They can't focus on mentally executing when it's time to get them fast twitches going and getting those muscles firing before the race, stuff like that. So we always, like I said, this platform is about dropping jewels and shedding knowledge, man. So we ain't
Right.
gatekeeping nothing over here.
Yeah, somebody said when we gonna have some mid and long distance people on the
Hey, we
podcast.
can do that.
Hey,
We can do that. I got the number one mid distance runner in the state now. We can bring him on here now. What y'all want to do?
Might as
hey,
well.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I know Michael Rice. We trained at the same track, so 4'8"
Mike can
guy.
come
He
on
just
here.
dropped
Mike
47.
won states. Yeah, Mike won
Yeah,
states in
he just won
3A.
states, and he's a 151 half miler.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get him on. We can definitely get him on. His coach actually ran at University of South Carolina. He was a Gatorade athlete of the year. He ran like 46 seconds. Eric Winfrey,
Okay.
um, from Douglasburg. So definitely shout out to them. Fayetteville Flyers. They doing some good stuff out there.
He's the favorite Flyers coach.
He's one of the Fayetteville Flyers coach. Coach Michael Gibson is the head coach. He's
Mike
been there
Gibson.
since like the
Okay.
Yeah,
90s.
we got some work to do, y'all. We still got a couple of athletes, state champs, man. We got to get McKenna.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
we
I want to
got a
get
lot more. I'm gonna get Bryce on here next
I want
time, man.
to I want to get some of these coaches on here too, y'all. We got to start spread some light so these kids can kind of understand what this. That's what. As soon as we done with these interviews, I really want to bring on some coaches so we can hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, we
Yeah.
can
I
reach out
think
to our.
that'd be easy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's easy.
So
I can get.
let's plan on
Yeah, we can get
you
that
know
up here. Yeah, we can get a couple coaches up here, get their insight, talk about their program, let them do their promotion, and we can definitely, because we got to know what's going on, man. A lot of people don't have the knowledge of what's going on with the changing of the rules and all that stuff. So,
Most definitely. Well, I know I got Coach Brian Slater from Methodist College, a Division III coach. He can kind of elaborate on some things. We can get a couple D2 coaches. I do know Coach Earl Graves from Mount Olive.
yeah,
And then the list goes on and on. We can get, of course,
yeah,
talk to some D1 coaches. Tim, the coach from South Carolina, Coach Tim
yeah.
Harper.
I'm gonna ask all tomorrow, man. Come on, you
yeah.
gotta come on,
Man,
come on
Yeah.
I
podcast.
can get Virgil up here. ECU got Coach AJ from UNC. Those are my homeboys. They both from Raleigh. You know what I'm saying? Both
Hey,
of them.
hey, Virgil is the Aggie, right?
Man, get out of here. I'm tired of y'all, man.
Ah!
Get out of here,
We
man.
everywhere, bro.
Man, get out of here, man. Y'all boys is too deep, boy. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all boys.
Yeah, I had to look that up real quick and he an
Yeah, he
Aggie.
went. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Hey, who
That's
y'all got? Okay, so who y'all got winning the USA 100 meters and the USA 200 for the women, men? They're just 100 and 200.
For the men, I don't see nobody beating Kenny right now. Noah gonna take his L.
You think Noah?
Noah ain't opened up yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah
Say
didn't
they had a
open up
little
yet.
energy. They said he had a little something going on.
Yeah, I think Noah he'll still no. He got the buy. Don't he got to buy? Yeah, he got the buy. So all he got to do is show fitness, and then he'll go to Worlds.
He said get Ashton on here. Ashton ain't win stakes. Ashton, my boy, though. I definitely bring Ashton on. Ashton is a big dog, but we was gonna do state champions first. But I definitely wouldn't mind bringing Ashton Thomas, Mr. Entertainment himself. That is my guy. Anybody that don't know Ashton, man, he's one of the. I call him a track and field guru. He's a distance runner. But this dude knows sprinting. Like, man, when I tell you it's he can come on this podcast and compete with us with some of the science of sprinting, bro. We
That's
was at
good.
let me tell you how advanced this kid is. The kid run the 8, right? This gonna blow y'all mind. So Dom, everybody know Dom will run the 60. Anytime y'all see Dom in the 60, we doing it just for speed work or for a warm up. You know what I'm saying? That's just not my boy's thing. So we ran the 60 at the Liberty meet, right? Dom ran something crazy slow. Right. Ashton come up to him. Hey, Dom, look, man, you collapsed on 2 and 3. You didn't pull on 4. And I'm looking at dude like, yo, are you like, and I know Ashton because he ran 1 year for my indoor team when we first started, right? Man, this dude broke down and sound like me, like one of us talking to him, bro. He talking about, man, your heel collapsed. I seen you fold. You didn't get extension on here. When you transition, you snapped your neck up too good, so that made it. You didn't transition smooth like you was supposed to. You were
Oh
supposed to carry
wow.
that through. Man, I bet a dude broke it down like one of us, dog. And he run the 8, dog. When I tell you this kid know everything about
Gonna be
track,
a
man.
good coach.
And it's another kid that I want to bring on too. Just another in general. This is just track and field. We talk about track up here. So there's another kid named Jordan Miller. His mom ran track with me at St. Aug. Her name Georgia. Um, he was an elite national athlete when he was a youth kid. Him and Quincy used to battle. They the same age. They used to go at it. He used to beat Quincy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When he was a kid, he had a real bad rare stomach disease that makes him throw up pretty much daily. And he stepped out of the game, but he is like a, how can I say this? He's just a fan of track and field. From high school to college to pro, this kid is like he
Did we lose him? He must have got a call. All right, so why I'm gonna
Hey,
let
man, that's funny,
B done
Paul.
froze up.
Yeah, man.
let
Hey,
me
bro,
remove
fellas,
him.
I'm about to get on up out of here, brothers.
Let's see if he's straight.
All right.
Nah, it ain't looking good for him.
Must be time to shut that thing down.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Tim already halfway in the bed, ain't it?
Hey, I'm out. I'm out. Y'all got me tonight, boy. I'm out of here.
Hey,
Hey,
the
let's
missus,
rap
the missus
tomorrow.
give you that look. The missus give you that
Like,
look, like.
hey,
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 let's
wrap it
rap
up.
tomorrow.
Wrap it up.
I love everybody. I'm gone.
All right,
All
man.
right,
We'll
y'all.
see.
All
All
right.
right.
All right.
Well, y'all, till next week. I'll let y'all later.